I know, except for me. You can't kick me out, literally. I tried to do that to Brian, but he came back in.
Yeah,
And
that's the first thing I tried to do.
then there was a night I gave Kevin 5 minutes off. Yes, he is.
Ew.
So I have not. Let me bring this in here. I'm waiting for
These
this
wheels
gentleman.
got like a sticky residue in it. What the hell
I
is this?
found some really nice colors from Outlaw Paint. Hey, Mark, how you doing? Just think, Linda, next month at next month's meeting, nobody's going to be a smart aleck to you. And I hope Rue shared that candy bar with you.
Ew. These wheels are sticky and they stink. What the fuck?
You're not supposed to put them in your ass.
Oh,
No, I got them at the show. I don't even know if
so
Pegasus.
Bob, you're saying they were a tire plug?
Something.
He's getting all excited for Gary to show up in the States.
I'm serious though. These wheels, they're like sticky. It's almost like the gold freaking thing rubbing off of them, like really sticky. They stink.
Well, when you put paint on that stuff, it will. That's a fake. It's an anodized plating.
Yeah, it's like that gold shit, like the chrome.
Look at that, Jimmy. You got somebody all excited now.
Oh God, that wasn't me. I'm just sitting here putting a low rider together.
And here we go, Mr. Puff Pass himself.
Might strip these wheels and repaint them.
How you doing tonight, Boston? Like I said, I hope you're all having a great weekend. I hope you have a great week coming ahead, even though tomorrow's Monday and it will kill a perfectly good day.
Oh yeah.
So, Jeff, you're saying we should bring some 70s show brownies to Acme this year?
You all can sit around in the circle.
That's all right. I can't wait to get my Mac cruise liner built. It's going to be a special Jeff Cicanelli Trucking Company one. It's going to be pink and baby blue and orange, and it's going to say Jeff's Lovelace Trucking. Boy, Jimmy, you're really bringing it on yourself tonight. Hey, Jeff.
I'm just sitting here.
I don't want to know anything there. We are trying to convince Jimmy to ride with Bob. I mean, we like Bob though. Down to Acme. I thought about. I got a dump bed. I could make it one. That's something you don't see very often. A cab over dump.
Cab over dump bed. Yeah, that'd be kind of a cool project.
Unfortunately, Mark, in sad news and reality, Kevin and Patty have lost all their furry members, and I can't joke about that. I know Jeff comes off as both of us come off as a-holes, but he's actually a pretty damn good guy.
Well, we call him Good Jeff for a reason.
No, there's only one good Jeff, and it's Lawless is his last name. That Jeff is just good enough to be over this Jeff. Let's be honest. Oh, damn, Jimmy, you're getting beat up tonight. We're here just for the Jimmy roast. Nah, Jeff, actually, I met you in person. I know you're a pretty decent dude, so. I don't care what them two say.
Uh, Kevin, Jeff, fuck you. As I hit it again.
And Jimmy, you're out $5. Remember, you said you weren't going to swear. I could pull up the text.
Text. I didn't text you anything.
Yeah, you did. And you're going to pay for this YouTube this live to be brought up because you're the one who called and begged for it, not me. Or text
No, I
me.
didn't. I just
Yes, you
asked
did.
if you're doing one tonight. I'm sitting around doing nothing.
Don't worry, Gary, keep you busy when he gets there.
Oh God.
But thanks. I'm gonna.
Gary, if you're coming to the States, don't come here. Go to Texas. They say everything's bigger in Texas for a reason. The fucking tires are sticky too. What is wrong with this kid? That's 10. What are all these rules?
Trust me, if you met Seekinelli, you'd come away with a good impersonation of him. He's friggin' funny as hell.
Impersonation? You can impersonate Jeff?
You can impersonate him?
All it. No, I can't.
Bastard.
You guys have actually got 12 people watching you. Why, I have no clue.
Piss upon him.
Oh, good. March is over with. We're in April.
Yeah.
That's how the months work.
Who the hell's Bruce?
I thought that was your lover.
No, that's yours.
No, mine's named Gary, not Bruce.
It used to be Kevin.
And Gary's fine.
So, Jimmy, he's going to be in here in a little while, but let me show you this stuff. I want that one. So you can see it a little better. Yeah, my battery's dying here again. Let me blow this up a little for you. Oh, okay. You got a new family member, Jeff. But
I was looking at them photos.
Is a Lamborghini purple, sure, purple pearl. I got some of that. Hissy fit I wanted, but tan.
I like that purple pearl. That black pearl.
Got these.
Our dark cherry.
I got some raspberries, and I got the graphite gray as well. You got like Fast and Furious, McLaren blue. That purple pearl, I'm not sure if I got some in here or not. But I texted you all of them.
Yeah, I was looking at it all a little bit ago. The
Hi, Britta.
black cherry pearl. I fell in love with that color. I like that color in real life too. That's a good looking color.
Hey, John Paul. And remember, I can get up to, I'd like to get no more than 8 at most, so it doesn't get over confusing. Give me a second, Jimmy, to look, see if I got that purple. Problem is, somebody in here would want it.
Why are my instructions in Spanish? Oh, because I'm looking at the wrong area. Son of a bitch, you got me at ours shit now. Look at them. Mirror. How beautiful good on this thing, actually. Maybe I won't make it. Maybe I'll make this a low rider, but I kind of like the way these wheels look.
Hey, Steven, how are you tonight? I'm not how sure. This one, I'm not sure. I've got a Ford Maverick. I'm going to put it on.
Oh, yeah. You look blue.
Yeah. It's a European car blue. Hey, Gary. This is I screwed up and it came out purple. It wasn't supposed to. Hi, Tasha. It's almost a deeper purple. This one I really, really like. It's a silverish gray.
Oh, yeah, that does look good.
And then this is a plum crazy. This is a
Mopar.
bottom
Oh, yeah.
of the bottle really doesn't do it justice. Up here it does. There's some really the name of my channel.
Assholes are us.
No.
Hey, Britta.
Oh shoot! Before I forget. Yes, okay. I gotta give you a wrench. Gave you a wrench. I am sorry, Tim. That's the name of the channel, Britta. I mean, Tasha. Give me a second. I'll be right back.
No, it's the,
I like Bob. Thanks, Bob. I just noticed Bob got fly.
it's the tires. Oh, they stink. What the fuck? I wouldn't have bought them if I knew that, man. They were sticky and they stink. I would have just waited and bought some Pegasus things.
And he's got a really right there, so you can Nelly.
What kind of what is it? Air
He's
compressor.
got a tire black that's really good as well. No, I'm not gonna name it after you.
What's a good air compressor to go with it? So I know.
Well, somebody was telling us one night on live they were going to send you one, but if I was going to go with one, depending on what you want,
Nobody's got to send me an air compressor. I can go get an air compressor.
The
gonna
Harbor
do
Freight
it-
one is pretty good.
Yep. And the
It's a
good
little
thing-
loud, but
another one is through Spray Gunner. They're about 120. They're very good. I like mine. But Bob is right. You can go. Don't get the pancake yet. The ones with the two tubes on the bottom. But Bob's right. It's louder, but you insulate around enough to help bring down the noise. But when you do it right, you can take one line, put it into 5. You take a steel pole, drill it out. You put them 5 different connectors in. You can literally have 5 airbrush guns ready to go for different things. For one for primers, one for metallics, flaky stuff. And one for clear coating, and one for like a 2K. And that way, you just keep that brush dedicated for that type. But please go ahead, Bob. Bob can expand on it more because Bob does a hell of a lot more than me.
yeah, I just do. Well, I don't know if they have the one I use in there. I'm looking now. They have the one, a tankless one, but let's see.
After talking with everybody and prior to his death, Don Yost told me, he said, get one with a tank.
Yeah.
Because
Yes.
in the garage, I have it's a big air tank, like an actual little, about that big, little actual air tank we use for if like we get a flat tire or anything on the 4-wheelers when we're out.
I have a central pneumatic one with it's like 150 psi with a 6-gallon hot dog tank, but I'm not seeing that one on their website.
Jimmy, this was just told to me. Let me get this over here because I don't want to see that.
Oh, Dan ain't gotta send me nothing, man. I can go get a air compressor. I just need to know.
You're gonna want you want an oilless compressor. That's for sure. You want an oilless compressor. Depending on how much you want to spend, I mean, there.
I'm a cheap ass, but for something like this, I'd buy a good one.
Look at the specs on this one.
My Carlo might actually not end up as a low rider because I kind of like these wheels.
Or one fifth product line says. I don't think that one has a tank.
I have another LS.
They have one called Fortress. Let's see here.
Give me a second. I'll share that in the back. Jimmy, these are some
1 gallon, 135 psi, ultra quiet air compressor. So that the one I have is awful noise. That one is 160. It's not too bad.
I don't know if you can see the screen right now, Bob. This black one that says sold out. That's the one I have. I just got to change the.
Yeah, that's what mine looks like. It's central pneumatic, but it kind of sort of looks like that. I have a bigger tank.
Yeah, I haven't. That's what I was wondering. We have an air tank outside. It's just a big yellow.
You would have to
air
run
tank.
hoses and stuff. So, but yeah, you can check around the iWater ones. Let me show you. This, you know, you got these ones. This is what I'm guessing, somewhat in that line. But ones with tanks like that, I wouldn't pay that kind of money for it. But they're better because then you don't get the pulsing you do with the little ones.
There's mine underneath there. But they don't have that one anymore.
That looks like the one I dug out of a trash can a couple weeks ago. That one might actually work. I don't know. I've never tried to use it. It might still work, but I dug a big air tank out of a trash can a couple weeks ago.
That one works.
Oh my
works
God!
Good. It's just really loud. Let me.
It being loud.
Jimmy, you got a new shop name. Trash Pander's Chop Shop.
Yeah, I'll admit I'm a dumpster diver. If I see good shit in a can, I'll jump in and get it. Won't be the first time, won't be the last. That and me and Dad do a lot of scratching, so I'm always looking.
Sorry, Ed, for some reason. And Jimmy, his name is not Bob. I want to make sure we're clear before Bob gets onto it. His name is actually Ed. The shop is named after his late dad.
Yeah, I found that out last night.
Says down on the bottom. There
you go. This one.
Yeah.
That paint I showed you, Jimmy, is directly from that man right there. And I'm going to be setting up. I will get something. We'll go through some color sheet charts and the ones I showed you, he's got in stock. I can pay for it and wait and ship it in June when I get back.
Yeah.
No, let me.
Ball sniffer.
That one's a 1 gallon oil free. Says ultra quiet. one for 160.
Okay.
The Fortress Ultra
I just
Quiet.
think got Fuel's Garage on the bottom.
It's got your regulators and all that stuff right on it.
Oh,
The only
because
thing is, it would be like a vacuum. I'll get a vacuum. It's
All
got
right, Jeff.
your tank pressure, regulator, outlet pressure, your quick connect for your lines. Got the drain valve on the bottom. That would be the only thing I would add would be a moisture trap, and those are cheap.
Yeah,
They
the
sell
only
moisture
thing
traps
with
for probably under $10.
with the air tank outside is every once in a while I'd have to go to the gas station and fill it full of air.
Or do like Kevin Smith does and drain it out of your car tires.
Yeah.
Not the smartest decision.
No.
But
that
with
is-
it with a tank on it, like I said, Jimmy and Bob can test this. Both Ed and Bob can testify to this. That you once the tank's full, you're not when it comes back on, you're not going to get that pulse and
Yeah.
scattered.
The tank just you're getting a smoother airflow. Yeah, I think that's the least expensive tanked one that they have. They have the pancake one, 6-gallon pancake, but those are loud. Man, here you go. Turn it on.
Did you get? You kick yourself out, Ed? And to
Can't.
answer your question, why it says got fuel, I'm actually
That's how
moderator.
loud that one is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it shouldn't have gone to his channel.
Yeah,
It
that
should only
one-
be
that-
going to mine.
I'd have to go fill it full of air every once in a while, wouldn't I?
Yeah,
You're
Okay.
talking on the air tanks, like that yellow one right there.
yeah.
Yep, that's literally what we have. One of them right there, that yellow air tank.
Yeah,
I
that's
wonder.
unless you got a big tank hooked to that, filling it with air. No, and like Boston said, I got a plug in mine on the bottom.
Yeah, that's
If I drain it, I can drain the water. Fluid does get into them. Because if you get fluid and that rust, that thing's gonna go poof. Not good.
I have one like this too that I use when I'm on air with us because the other one is so loud. But this one doesn't have a tank. I have one of those, but yeah, the other one,
Dude,
that Fortress 1-gallon one, looks like the best value for for an airbrush that
I'm
they
going to
have.
tell you guys the best compressor I've got. Yeah.
Yep. Go ahead.
Okay. Right on. No, it didn't. It just says it on the bottom. That's all.
Oh, okay. But you were talking about air compressors. And by the way, I'm glad you guys are all. I hope everybody is pretty much safe down there from all the bad storms we've had. I know you ship fast, Ed, but damn, I don't want you shipping that fast.
53.
But once everything gets around, them paints will be getting him. Them paints are from Australia. They're an acrylic lacquer.
Do I have to use anything specific like clean airbrush?
This is
After I
the
paint?
best. The best.
Okay, let me put you up there so you can talk about them a little bit here, Ed. And you're kind of lagging a little bit.
Something's going on with my computer, man. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, man. So like Outlaw is right out of the bottle. It's steak core. Yeah. Am I like, how bad am I lagging? Am I like the whole screen right now?
No, the voice is coming in good now.
Oh, he's fine for me.
Just voice. Who is?
You're fine for me.
I
don't
ship
know if it's-
fast, man. Like as soon as I get an order, I'm in there.
No, your brother. No.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
You're not going to get anything better than an Outlaw.
And if I can't
Lacquer
screw it
thinner,
up,
you
it's
can
not
get
for-
the Outlaw lacquer thinner. I have, and it's a it doesn't need the O-rings and the airbrush. Yeah, I think something's like lagging really bad on mine.
Um,
Am I still full screen?
this,
Yeah.
yep. Let me get you off full screen. These things, I don't know how well you can see them, but you want a game changer for modeling?
I'll say, take me off full screen, man.
Yep, you are. I got your logo, your shop up
Enough.
there and some parts.
I'm enough to scare the shit out of a toilet.
Well, they can put up with Seekinelli with me and Jimmy. They can put up with anybody.
What do you mean put up with me? I'm a delight.
Yeah, but you see them are battery terminals on the lake. As much as I love some of the photo etch stuff, these things will actually look like real battery terminals. And if you want a game changer, and that's not coming from me, I gave that, Ed actually gave them to 3 well-known builders, and they all fell in love with it. But you can find all kinds of stuff there. Let me see what else we got here. Fuel fitting, exhaust stainless steel, plug wires that are not yellow. What do people got against yellow plug wires? They were the standard for many, many years, especially from Excel.
Yeah. Certain cars they're fine, but if you got like a theme build going on and nothing's yellow and then
Jonathan,
yellow standing out, I kind of get it.
give me a minute.
Man, I was going to lowrider this Monte Carlo, but damn, I like these wheels on it. Maybe I won't lowrider.
Okay, Jonathan, I need you to do me a favor real quick and pick out which one of these you want. Jimmy, you got this one coming.
Oh yeah.
So which magazine? These are 2 of the best magazines that you'll find. This one was done by one person. This was done by, hold it. Sure. This one was done by one person. This was done by 3 people. This covers a long range of varieties of building, not just cars. Again, this one just focuses on trucks. And you have to just email me your address so I can get it out to you in the mail this week. And it's, you don't, that way that, Ed left. Damn it.
He's probably might have went to reboot his computer because he was having connection issues.
Yeah, we'll keep it a little around. I built it. Oh, these wheels, those wheels are good on this mine.
We hope y'all doing good. So just pick which one you want. And like I said, I'll show you the names again so you can write which one you want down. And the other one is model pickups.
Might lower the rear end down a little.
So you just have to pick which one you want, Jonathan, and I can mail it right out to you. Everything and everybody is conspired to what they're supposed to look like to make the world go around. End of discussion, Tasha. Just be you.
The thing only comes with one axle? What the fuck? That's 15. Oh, only the rear has a metal axle. Yeah, that might put a little damper in. No, because then I could. Actually, that'd make it a little easier because I want to try to display it with the car 3-wheeling. of it being a low rider.
Now, if you really want to see something ugly, we can show Jimmy's husband's feet on here.
No thanks.
I'm okay. Yes, if you do it, I'm gonna take my cowboy boot off, and you'll all get a live demonstration.
And no, I can block you. Remember that, Jimmy. I can keep you out of here. I wouldn't do that. I was a joke. So, like I said, Jonathan just emailed me the address. I lost it a long time ago. And the great thing about it is, me and a friend of mine were talking. That book is always going to be there. You don't have to go online to look for anything. And
This is very good. I do like it being right there. Yeah, just have it. The back end lowered down. Nah. Yeah. Is it the wheel itself? No. The wheel back.
even Jonathan, even I've been working on models. Hey, Jimmy, we got a rhetorical for you.
No. I wear cowboy boots all year round, and freaking my feet look better. You got a fungus, Gary.
Hold it. Jonathan, do y'all remember back? Jonathan was pining over somebody else's girlfriend. So did you finally make your Jesse's girl Jonathan's girl?
Hopefully, he moved on to better, greener pastures.
So this goes like this. I think. Yeah, that's my wheel.
Oh God, I tried to make I tried to get everything on modeling topics last night. And nobody would work with me. So it's not me. It's all you people.
Yeah, totally. It's us.
I just show up and I'm the excuse to go act like morons. I heard that, Bob. Bob, do you know of a model show in Springfield?
Yeah,
What's the name
that's.
of it?
I think it was last weekend, or it might have been like yesterday or today. It's the IPMS group out of Springfield.
All right. I will look them up next time that way because
It was either last weekend, it was either like today or next weekend. I don't remember. Or last week. It was like one of these 3 weekends. Either next week, it was today, or it was last week. I don't remember. I want to say it was today or yesterday or today, but it may have been maybe next week. I don't remember.
Yeah, and remember, everybody, when Berta gets married, it's going to be on Brian's live stream. Oh, come on, give me a break. I'm busy.
I thought it was a metal axle.
I'm gonna have to repaint it.
I know this shirt. You said you got to repaint the Viper?
Yeah, but I'm gonna have to repaint the hood. I had it sitting here on the table and doing something else, and I got stuff all over it, and it's not polishing out. So I'm gonna have to.
Strip it and repaint it.
Yeah, I don't know if it'll even show. It's got like spots, speckles all over it.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna have to.
And
trying
I'm
to-
a saint there, Tasha. What's
and it
more
won't. It's not
believable?
polishing out, so I'm gonna have to shoot it over again.
That's not such a merch.
Oh, no. We're all going to watch from the comfort of our own home where we can mark ourselves safe. But if you want to do it right, we can send Jimmy over and Gary up. Then you guys could have a double wedding. That sound fair, Bob? Okay, just email me. You still got my email. Just hold on. I sent you an email a couple weeks ago.
Oh, this axle's gonna be too short, you bastard. Please do as it is. Ah! No, this thing's a little lower than I thought it'd be. Especially on the ass. The ass end's really low for some reason. The front end do it on it. Damn it, been freaking.
Okay, Jonathan, I just sent you an email. It's still your high school email, I believe, right?
You're using your high school email now?
Okay, somebody's here, and let me go bring them back. And there's Jonathan. He must be on the Jimmy Wi-Fi high school connection.
My cell internet better than that. I'm fucking Joe Biden internet.
read that comment.
Jimmy might look good as a bridesmaid.
Hell yeah.
But right after I see that, I'm going to pour bleach in my eyes.
You might want to poke him out, didn't Jonathan?
Hey, Britt, or sure,
Yeah,
I'll show up in
Papa,
a
I
pink
like to have
fucking
the
tutu.
pickup on.
You just
Yep.
pay his plane
One with the
ticket,
yellow truck.
and then you keep him.
Papa,
Comes with an adopted daughter, son.
the yellow pickup one.
Hey, Chuck, how are you doing tonight, sir? And I know
The
your
yellow
phone's
pickup.
working. Yeah, I just sent you the email, Jonathan. Just reply with that, and I'll get it out in the mail.
Oh, okay.
I saw you have the yellow
So,
one.
if y'all guys have been wondering where I've been, let's see. Well, one, I've been working on this 2021 Dodge Charger. And two, I got a girlfriend now, so I don't have much time to hang out with y'all guys.
That's
Your
good.
cousin said yes.
Girls are much more fun than we are.
She loves my truck and she hates Fords.
Yeah, like I
As
said,
long as-
your cousin said yes.
There is. Hey, Andrew, how you doing, young man? You know you're always welcome in here. Mark, you as well.
All right, so the interior,
He's watching from over at Bob's. That's why you see the circle mark.
the interior fits once the glass
Yeah.
is in, but then the glass itself does not fit. Oh, lovely! Just love NPC, guys.
And also, I just had my wisdom teeth taken out too.
Hey, as long as she doesn't have fun bags like Jimmy, you're all set.
Trust me.
He wishes they were these big.
You
Whoa.
get Gary all worked up again, so stop it.
Hey, Andrew. Yeah, we're over at Jeff's. I'm going to put the link in there right now.
Actually, Jimmy, I think they're bigger than yours. So
That's where we are, Andrew. We're over there.
Lord, please let me be.
I thought you
Yeah.
said your cousin was flat.
Jimmy, this ain't Illinois. They don't do that anymore.
We don't do that in Illinois either. I know Virginia they do.
West Virginia, get it straight.
Same thing.
Look at these touch ups and spots. The collar that I used on this is a
Give me a second,
ghost
Andrew.
pepper. That's the collar of it. Ghost
That's
pepper.
good,
One
man.
second, Andrew.
Black right there somehow, some way. I don't even know how.
Reverend Jonathan.
And it turned out to be a flat collar. So then I use a clear coat on it twice.
Looks good, man.
I think I'm going to black out rooms.
I got that kid over here too. I'm thinking of General Lee in it.
And then engine compartments all
There's
done.
multiple shades of orange. And there he is, Mr. Show Stealer himself, Andrew.
Hey, little buddy.
Hi, Andrew.
Andrew won some awards yesterday in Anniston, Alabama.
Cool, buddy.
That's nice.
He opened a can of Get Off My Butt with my models.
What place did you take, little buddy?
I think second.
Second. Cool.
Jimmy
With,
only got first place because that was the only one in the category, Andrew. So let's be honest.
No, actually, all four. I had 3 kits in the category, and then another dude had 2. His 2 took third and second, and mine took first.
Bob, the boy does not understand being baited, does he? Jimmy, you make it so easy.
Like what?
I said the only reason, and then you bit right into it. No. I'm like, you got to learn to go with the punches. It's called banter, Jimmy.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I know. So you're going to Simpsonville next, right?
Simpsonville?
And at the rate you keep winning model kits, you and your dad are going to have to rent a warehouse and live in it.
Yeah, we need to get a mall cabinet.
Like a 5,000 square foot model cabinet.
There you go. Just get one of them big shipping containers.
Oh, Kevin's
Yes, we
back.
need.
Just for
Kevin's
Andrew.
over at Bob's now. Yeah, show Bob some love.
We need a super container. That's if we can sell some malls. We need to do that. Sell malls.
So your dad can have his dining room back.
Yeah.
All right.
How you been, little buddy?
Good.
Gary,
Good.
Blue Ridge, if you can give me a list of what you got for like buffing aluminum and all that stuff, and any you want to get rid of that, let me know.
So even it right there, it's going straight there. I'm not put that. I gotta.
Jonathan's back at Bob's.
I gotta.
Geez, 19 likes and 14 watching.
Cool.
That's different.
Put right there. It's trying to put it right there.
So she called you
real
by
good.
your full name and you did something stupid.
I know.
Real good. Hard to put.
No, Kevin, I've almost been grounded by her. So
Your girlfriend?
Yeah, there. You're right. You're right. There is a queen in here, and we also got a princess named Jimmy Lena. What was that name you came up with for Kevin there, Jonathan?
Sexy.
No.
Dang.
What was that? I can't remember the name you came up with for him. Jonathan ain't there. Oh, his girlfriend called him. Oh, Kevin Att. That's it.
Kevin Att.
Yeah, of course, Kevin has to rat himself out.
So you gonna bring you off the ass.
Yeah, there you go, Kevin. Tell Jeff get off your ass.
Tell your girlfriend get off the ass.
Right?
Gotta tell Jonathan that.
I'm not going to talk to you next time I see you, bud.
Something's wrong. Oh,
This is all Brian's fault.
what's up, man? Am I good now?
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah.
You said it's Brian's fault, little buddy.
Yeah,
Brian's fault.
Why is that?
he saw it.
Yes, Brian and Fred and Josh Pork Chop started that at Simpsonville, as a matter of fact. Oh Lord, yep. Poor Ed's freezing up again.
Pissing me off is what it started. Yeah.
It happens to me quite frequently. Of course, though, I'm cheap like Jimmy, and I only got 400 megabytes per second. So, so I've got to order some.
It's just not
Along with that order, I got to get.
in my internet.
Hold on. Olive green for the German color, the military color. So I'll put them in tomorrow morning.
Where am I?
And poor Ed's frozen up again.
Get a new camera.
No, it's his internet, Andrew. It happens. They've had severe storms and tornadoes touch down in the state he's in.
Data confusion.
You know, if we get a heavy enough string and industrial fan, we can put Jimmy up there and fly him around.
They're gonna take some
Yeah.
heavy wind and fly my fat ass.
Get.
Okay, he's back. There he goes. Now he's frozen again.
Jimmy needed a camera.
I do.
Andrew doesn't- Hold it. Andrew doesn't need a girl. Andrew just wants model kits.
So yeah, once you
Right, Andrew?
Yeah.
Hey, I tell you what, life is simpler without one.
Damn it, I don't want it.
Trust me. Jonathan will figure it out.
I don't know Ed, if you caught that, but I got to get some hollow draft from you. And there he goes. He's on the Death Star, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, bye. Where's my little thing? Where's the thing? Where'd my thermal key go?
To do this, man. My internet's fucked.
I actually not fine by drum.
That doesn't surprise me with all the crap we got going on.
Licking a
storms and
sack.
stuff.
I'm not gonna sleep. I'm gonna work in the morning.
All right,
Okay.
no
Alright,
problem.
man.
Make the money.
I gotta
Gotta pay for the models, man.
Hmm.
Hey, Marcy.
All right, see you, Andrew.
Hey,
See ya.
Marcy. Bye, Andrew.
Bye.
Have a good one, bud.
Me too.
So Britta wants to make Jimmy her bridesmaid.
I'll show up in a pink dress.
You said a tutu.
Something. I'll show up commando in a kilt. I'll show up in a kilt. And I'll borrow Sarge's tassels. Oh no, there we go. Where'd Jeff go? He walked off.
That's all right. I'm obligated to do something to Marcy that I did to Jess earlier. It's an obligation.
Professor Love.
And this is the part where Marcy says, just put them in the mail and send them to me. These are all homemade, nothing done in a store.
Homemade
Anything.
what?
They're like a truffle, but they're raspberry cream. Oh, great.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, yes, Marcy, they are a box of evil.
Oh my god. I could make myself sick on them little bastards. Well, I cannot find the key to get the head of my drum along.
It's funny,
I have
Marcy,
two of
people
them.
up here that love them, and they make them pay $5 more. I'm like, look, I had to charge for gas.
I have two Dremel keys and I've lost both of them.
And Chuck, could you come in here, or somebody that's a qualified builder besides Bob? Yeah, I showed him to Jess, so I'm like, oh, I'm obligated to show him to Marcy now. Worst part is I can't eat none, damn it.
Oh, yes, you can. Oh, wait, no, you actually can't.
I got some brownie bites covered in chocolate too, but I tried one whole.
I have two Dremel keys. I've lost both. What the fuck? This is what happens when I clean my bench. I cleaned my bench and now I just don't know where anything is.
Jimmy, get organizers. Bob's hard to see. You can get some really nice ones through him at a reasonable rate too. I'm not pushing
I found
Bob because Bob's quality in service is excellent.
That's what I got this other shelf in here for. I need to get some more of these little drawers from Wally World. I just haven't been up
Jimmy,
there.
let me turn you around. Hold on, I'll unhook this for a second. Let me put it on big screen.
Oh yeah, Dylan has a bunch of those in the background of his video, man. I like those.
They're really good. You can mark them and whatnot.
I need to look into better stuff down here.
And Kevin, let me know when you go through your closet. If you could, like I said, send me some pictures and stuff. And
You're coming out of the closet? What?
Jimmy, I'd shut up because you're about to have something nice for me. If you're going to be a jerk, then it won't happen.
Oh, you know I love you.
For this kind of money, you better be awful nice.
You ain't gotta buy shit, man. I'm good.
No, your stepdad's going to send it to you for free. I'm just paying the shipping.
Hey.
Don't start. Come on, brother. Please don't get these two going.
Brother.
I'm trying to have a normal night. I'm really
So-
trying as normal as we can for this lively bunch.
So Jeff, I'll be Britta's bridesmaid, but I'm gonna borrow the tassels and short shorts from Cliff.
No, you have to pay Cliff $100 to borrow his pellers.
I'll just bring Cliffy with me and we'll both show up. Cliff's my +1, Britta.
Chuck, you want to text Cliff this, or do you want me to?
Yeah, Cliff will be my +1.
Nah,
Bullshit
you're fine,
stuff.
Greta. I'm pretty sure T would not approve of that.
What, being her bridesmaid?
No, you Cliff being Cliff being a +1. Well, hold it. If you're over at Bob's, you're not going to see everybody. You'll only see what's on Bob's.
Where'd Jonathan go? Oh, that's right. His girlfriend done pussy whipped him.
Jimmy, maybe he's treating her with dignity and respect. You know.
Yeah, I was happy
It's-
for him, and then he said that she grounded him. And what's said next has been brought on by him.
I got 7 over here in Bob's. I gotta go over there and smash the like button for him.
Ow! That's my minder. All right, there's one set of wheels
I
on the
didn't see
low.
you over there, Kevin. So
There's one set on the low rider. That set's a little too far in, but
yeah, unless you come on camera, you won't. Unless you come into the StreamYard account, you will not see everybody.
actually, that's not a bad ride height for the wheel. Yeah, the front end's weird, so it can't be real low.
So, Bob, when's your next club meeting?
Tuesday.
All right. So y'all know what's happening Tuesday. There ain't no Tuesday live. Bob's got work to do. Sluggo. Hold on a second.
Not unless you want to start at like 9 o'clock Central Time.
That's up to you. Hey, Leon, how are you doing tonight, sir?
You guys all be in bed.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
Jimmy did.
Yeah,
And-
Leon got the 80 Monte Carlo, trying to get the suspension lined up.
I'm waiting for Leon to send me information which stuff he uses for the lace on his lowrider. The man's smart and he knows his stuff with that, so I'm going to
Brian.
defer to the expert.
Brian told you something about some
You
lady.
just go to like Joann's or wherever crap fabric store and pick out a lace pattern you like.
Damn, Bob, you got more people than I do.
Because it's Bob. Or you.
Sluggo, I just put it in where I am at. So you can't figure out.
Oh, and I got some donk wheels coming for the 76 Caprice too, Leon.
Hey, as long as Bob can see him, then everything's good. I have no problem with Bob sharing because Bob's trying to help me gain more people.
And then Leon, you kind of inspired another build too. Do something different than 4-wheel drive and muscle cars. We'll do some bubble tops and some.
No. Bob needs a hobby shop called King Bob's Hobbies, where he gets to build all day and sell you all kinds of stuff and buy more stuff back.
But Leon, you were talking about your Caprice was warped too. I wonder if it's just the kit because mine was warped in the exact same spot yours was.
Yes, like I got a food service a long time ago.
So was my interior. My interior's warped a little bit.
Yeah,
But-
did Bob on that 37? So I put the seat area in, the interior in. For some reason, it keeps. No matter what I do, it jams up on one side. Did you have that problem?
Not that I know of, but let me go grab it.
I like not having the food all day.
That's all right. And
much
I
more room.
actually, I don't know where I put it. Yes, I do. But I was at a Hobby Lobby and I found some leather. I just ain't figured out how I'm going to do it. But let me show you guys why I'm here.
Them are some cheap kits. The
I mean, I got to trim it some more, but
Caprice, yeah. Mine was a little
Nope.
much, but it has the battery like working siren on the top, which I really don't give a shit about.
No.
But
Bob and Chuck, this is some Hobby Lobby leather stuff I got.
Mhm.
That ain't gonna be a bad headliner.
No.
Once I get it trimmed down to fit. I just don't know how I'm gonna do it down the post and stuff. But that's for another day.
No, mine fits all right. It fits up.
Sluggo, you're fine. If you wanted to stay at Bob's, that's 100% fine. I'm not in competition with anybody, and every view helps.
Oh, you can come over to Jeff's if you want, Sluggo. You can see all the chat if you come over. I just put it up so that people, get a little more exposure and people can find out we're there.
Hey,
Yeah, mine is not. It fits even.
Nice.
It will. I can push it up crooked. I can push it up to where it goes up one side, but it fits. It fits in there just right.
Big Daddy.
So the point is that, and how much of every way protect
Cool.
but over the last 20, 30 years, as we all know, generally speaking, government has said, let's bring down these barriers, let's do more business together. But at some point,
How is everyone?
Good. How are you tonight, sir?
Good, good, good. Jimmy,
There we go.
got something for you.
Oh, those are badass.
Now, I just like them. I'm about to print them. They're weighted though. I can print you just round ones if you want round ones, but these are weighted. You know what weighted are, right? They're flat.
Yeah, they're a little sagging a little bit for the traction.
Well, not yeah, but
It looks like they got weight on them. So yeah.
Yeah, it looks like they got weight on them. They got the bubbled bottom, flat.
Yeah, they let some air out. Traction.
Unless you want them round. If you want them round,
Hey man, it don't matter to me.
they're pretty meaty. They're 124 scale.
Hey, Lewis, text me. You still got my phone number?
Yes.
All right, text me
God
sometime.
damn it.
Last time I tried to text you, wouldn't go through for some reason.
It's still reporting some things that discomfort coming out from the Republican side.
Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes it does. Sometimes it doesn't. It seems like once it does, then it won't be an issue. But
I probably got some future work for you.
But this time, though, it doesn't feel like we've reached a tipping point whereby
got a babysitter for this guy.
All right. Who's got a TV on?
Oh, I do. I'll mute it.
All right.
Yeah, I was.
Hey, I see everybody's favorite Darrell Wallace Jr. wrecked a Hendrick driver again today.
Mother yucker.
Can anybody hear me?
Yes, I can, Chuck. How are you doing tonight? What are
No.
you working?
Yeah.
It's 65 Falcon altered wheelbase.
Them things are going up
Woo.
in price on eBay, something fierce.
Oh yeah.
Hey, what do y'all think of that near fix this morning or this during the race?
No,
like that?
not what they do now.
Oh, you couldn't tell when Byron fell back and you had to close up the field. So you know what, we have a Hendricks driver that's no longer in the hunt for the win. So hey, let's just spin him out and get that field closer. Give him a shot at it.
Oh, so you mean mysterious debris caution guy came out again?
No, Larson spun out with like 4 laps.
Damn, that's my guy too.
Oh, is that the one where the 2311 card took him around?
No, well, he spun out earlier,
Oh,
so
okay.
he was no longer in contention. But Byron led like 240 some laps.
So
But
you mean he pulled the Dale Jr. from Bristol?
Yeah, but once he fell back, and couldn't catch him up, I guess you had to tighten up that pack to give him another shot at a restart. So he came off, he brushed the wall, and he spun out. But Larson's not one to really
Spin out.
spin out. So I was like, what? I was like, man, I said,
Larson knows. Larson's a good fucking driver.
that's like one of those wrestling moves, I'm getting my ass beat, so I'm
You know how
That's
long
right,
that's been
balls out.
going in on that sport forever. Problem is now with all the data, they can show they did it, and they need to start parking them.
Now Larson's a hell of a driver. He holds the track record in a sprint car. The one with the big wing on the top, them weird looking ones.
Yeah, they're called sprint cars.
Sprint cars. Okay, so I was right.
You might
Up
call them
here.
the world outlaws, but they're at the end of the day, you got winged and non-winged sprint cars.
Yeah, Larson at our local dirt track, he holds the track record in a sprint car, and for a while he held the fastest lap at the NASCAR track. All in the same weekend, he broke both track records.
You know, as great as Larson is, Larson will never do what Dan Gurney's done, Juan Pablo Montoya's done, Mario Andretti's done. He passed away a couple years ago. The guy from California, Dan Gurney, has done. You know what they've all got in common, Jimmy?
What?
They've all won in IndyCar, all won in F1, and all won in NASCAR. And
He
John
does
Andretti
drive the
was
Hendricks
in
IndyCar.
And in NHRA. Till Tony Stewart came on and did it.
I'm not a Stewart fan on that.
Mr. Kessel, how are you tonight? I can still hear the TV, dang it.
Oh, that one's not mine.
It's
I'm
probably mine.
I muted mine. I was listening to the stock market crash on tariffs tomorrow.
You know, I hate to see it, but I don't mind seeing Walmart and Amazon get whacked. It don't bother me in the least. Maybe people will stay on a mom and pop shop a lot more.
The only problem is where the supplies are coming from, because 99% of what we purchase comes from other countries, not just China.
Yep.
Yeah.
The problem is we need to bring
We're
it
too
all.
intertwined with the rest of the world. There's no way to bring it all back.
All right, not to be mean, but I want to try to get away from the politics stuff.
But again, like I said, there is absolutely no way to bring 100% of it back.
No, but if we can get to 90%, and it makes for a
That's
stronger.
not even possible.
Nope.
You're right, because there are so many different factors at play.
Yep.
And I'm not sure what you link, Marcy.
There's going to be a shortage in
Yeah, I had to put it up in my chat because I forwarded it.
We're going to get hammered on.
Okay, you're sharing it too. All right.
We're going to get hammered on model kits.
You already are.
We already are, yeah,
What
exactly.
do you mean?
Except for Andrew. Andrew has them all in our dining room.
Hey, Chuck, I got that with
Yeah.
the truck.
No, he doesn't.
Andrew's making out like a bandit on them.
Andrew's the only one that's got models.
Hey,
Tough one.
Lewis, I told him what you guys need to do is just go rent a big warehouse, put a bed in there, a bathroom, and a shower, and a kitchen, and the rest could be for model storage. He goes, yeah, that'd be one big shelf.
That's what storage units are for.
The
Yeah,
kids get priorities right.
We already got one. And the slab full.
I told him, tell Dad to get a shipping container.
Yeah.
Kevin, we really are going to get away from talking about that. We just want to have models and have fun. The real world will be there no matter what. Let's just kind of go for a few hours and just try to be as normal for human beings as we can be.
Normal.
Sorry, I refuse to be a human. It's after hours.
Look, I said normal for us individually, not normal as what society says. Okay, there's a big difference. All right.
Yeah, I try to avoid whatever the fuck that normal shit is because I don't want to catch it.
Is Leon still in chat? I don't know if he is or not.
Thank you. But we are going to get together and get Jimmy a one-way ticket over to is it Korea or Switzerland where he's going to become a bridesmaid.
Yep. I'm gonna show up with Cliffy's tassels on, and I'll be Bert's bridesmaid.
Cliffy has to be your +1. You're not allowed to wear those.
Oh, I already said I'm bringing Cliffy. But it's
Like I
chopping.
said, as normal as we can for us. I didn't say what the rest of America thought we should. I'm just saying for us.
I need to trim that front axle, but I got the lowrider freewheeling.
Yeah, Leon's still here, Jeff or Jimmy.
Huh?
Jimmy asked if Leon was still here. I said yes, he is.
Yeah, because I got my lowrider freewheeling now. I just got to trim that front axle.
You'll have to go to comment to him, and Bob's alive in order for him to see it, I believe.
I can see his comments in your chat because
No,
Bob's sharing yours. You should be able to see.
No.
Yeah, as long as you are in the StreamYard box, you can see all of the shares. They all come in
Yeah,
one
all the
place.
channels, yeah.
Like if someone
just have
said
little
something to
circles.
Marcy, we could see it.
Yep.
Uh-oh,
Yep,
Lewis
it'll
is
just have a little circle on next to it.
But yep, she three-wheeling.
And thank you guys for sharing.
The lowrider.
As soon as Lewis gets back, I'd love to get one of these made. You're here. Okay.
I can hear. I'm just
Can
doing
you see
some work.
the screen?
I can. Oh, what's that, lawnmower?
No.
Looks like a
Skid steer.
bobcat.
Oh, it's a
Yeah.
bobcat.
Yeah, skid steer.
That's
We pull it
cute.
up a little.
I want a real one though. I got an extra
I have-
spot
I
out
have-
front. You could just park it there.
You know, I have a skid steer. I have a skid steer that I bought at Hobbytown USA, and it's who is it by? Dragon?
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
This is a 3D file. I think.
They make
Yeah.
a nice one.
Holy
see.
smoke.
I
Too much
see that.
for it.
And you can
Oh, let me go back.
do the wheels, or you can do the track. That's pretty cool.
I need one.
Just
about
the right
this.
size for Mini Mike.
Today.
I should
Today-
have seen Bob been waiting on that one to use that one for a while. I need one.
I'm coming in hot.
This guy's got some pretty cool stuff. A little expensive, but
Who's
good.
the user? I can't see it. Is it?
Give me a second. It's right here. He's a German guy, so can you read that, Marcy? Let me blow it up.
If you'd quit wiggling it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I know who that one is.
This is his stuff. Clippy needs one of these in the worst way. Oh, let me find it.
Yeah,
Let me find it.
I follow that guy on there. Him and Zardani and a bunch of other people.
Yes, this
I like
Clip
that
needs
moon
one of
crawler
these
in the top row.
Damn.
That second one in the top row is cool.
This one right here, the bus.
Yeah.
It is. Don't show Andrew that, please. He's not here, so.
And I mean, look at the first one with the little trailer behind it. That looks great.
That's Cliff's party wagon.
They got dump trailers.
We could put benches in the trailer and, make it a party
No,
bus.
he does. No, he does not.
Because I'm putting a 24 valve Cummins in that flatbed square body I've been messing with, and I want
You're
some
trying
kind
to
of
launch
big
it into
heavy duty.
space, Jimmy.
Yep. I'm trying to put a big, like, heavy duty trailer on the back.
You had to get air clearance for that one.
Fine. Pick it up. No, if I pick it up, I'll drop it.
You, Lewis, can you
Yes,
do
sir.
body?
I'm sorry.
Don't call me sir. Can you do bodies? Are you got a big enough bill plate for body?
There it is, Marcy.
Yeah.
That looks good.
Okay.
I
I
like
got
those tires.
big 24 valve coming for it.
You know, it's really not about how big of a build plate you have, but it's how tall
Oh
your
yeah.
your printer
Well,
will run. Because
How
you
you
can
position it too.
because
And
you
you can
can
cut the
tilt
body.
it. You can tilt it, yeah. And most
You can cut it if you have to.
files, at least the ones that I've dealt with and purchased, will give you the option like my 57 like my 57 dragster chassis. I can build it. It gives me the file. It gives me the option to do a 3-piece chassis or a 1-piece chassis. So I can print it out in 3 pieces, just all like side by side, and it doesn't take a whole lot of height. Or I can just use the 1-piece chassis and tilt it to the point where it'll print out, but it'll
Because
just be
Yeah, and
I
the
need
the
this.
difference between the two, other than being separated, is the solid piece takes longer to print.
yes, it does. Yes, it
This is
does.
a body. I need that
Fit the
body for
time.
last year's build because the one I got doesn't have that trim on the bottom up over the fender walls. I mean, I could go in there with AK Super Chromin, but I'm like every time. I'd rather have something that would be more actual.
That's a kit.
Of it. No, it ain't.
Yeah.
It is,
That
and it.
looks like a whole kit.
That's a 3D print.
But it looks like a
Yep.
whole kit print though.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. How many pieces it comes in.
Scroll
Some of these
down.
bodies are in.
No, scroll down. There should be a list in the bottom. They usually describe them.
Yep.
There you go. Body without hood. Body without molding, hood, grill, body divided into parts. 8. Bumpers, interior, chassis, engine, wheels, tires, windows, and glass for headlights and taillights. I have yet to master clear, even after polishing. Clear resin is hard.
Henry Robb did some really good things, and I forgot what he did a video on it and talked about it. But yeah, I need the body with molding, so I can go in and just mask off and then.
If it's got molding, I mean, I can do it. It's just
Because this one doesn't. Just all I need to know is the price, and that's it. I walked into the yeah, that's the kit I got, Jimmy. That doesn't have it on the body. It has the upper one, but no one around the. Obviously, I'll pay for the file as well. But like I said, I can't do nothing until June when I get back from the wedding. I should invite all my Georgia friends down to hang out there in Florida for a week.
Yeah.
9 bedrooms, what the hell? Might as well use them, right? The other option is I deal with a sibling I can't get along with.
Actually, Red, if I had the space, I'd have the equipment to do that too, but I've downsized, remember? So I can't add any extra tools. I can barely use what I have. And there is a skill to clear resin. It does work. I just haven't quite mastered it yet.
I think you said something about was a curing time. And some print time, but
It's not so much the curing time as it is polishing it. Because if you're depending on the resin, it comes out cloudy after it's cured, no matter what you do, and you have to sand it to get it clear.
Oh, that actually works.
And it's like tons and tons and tons of sanding that I just don't have the patience for. It's a me thing. It's not a product thing.
On this Monte Carlo, the chassis is warped really bad, which actually tilts it more to make it a taller 3-wheel.
Hey, Boston, Chuck, and anybody else I missed.
Where Chuck was in here, now he's not in here. Oh no, I gotta go back on the StreamYard. No,
You
he
need to
ain't.
get on the right chat, Jeff. The other ones are lagging because you're using StreamYard.
Yeah, I couldn't get on the other one with King Bob.
Because they didn't post the link over there. That's why.
Oh yeah, I don't have the StreamYard link in there. No.
Okay. Yeah, Andrew came down and told me, hey, King Bob's on.
Andrew, they want to know if Mr. Showstopper is sleeping.
Yeah, he's in bed.
Said he had to work tomorrow.
Well, somebody and me were talking about what the heck was it? T-shirt. Oh, we're gonna get a T-shirt with an old tube glue made. It says "Smelling one happy brain cell at a time."
That'd be good. And Kevin, that was August the 16th of 1977. That's not a day I'm going to forget anytime soon either.
Hey, Lewis is like looking, going, "Don't, man. That would make for a killer hobby shirt, Lewis. You know it."
Yeah, you know, I like seniors little motto, sniffing glue since it.
Yep.
Brian's got
It's been
shirts.
blue since '62.
Actually, let me show you that.
Or I just resized them wheels, Jimmy, to a 125 scale if you want.
24th's fine because the big game frame I use is 24th. That and the bigger the wheels, the cooler the truck.
See, Brian, when he did his shirts, he had it made. He had one special one for that.
Oh, yeah. Man, I wish I would have caught you a little earlier. Lewis, I just yesterday night, right before the live, I ordered a bunch of freaking wheels from Texas 3D Custom.
See, Jimmy, this is why we tell you to wait and slow down. Patience, little Padawan.
Oh, the stuff from Texas, I've had.
I'm laughing because you're expecting a redhead to be patient.
Yeah, that ain't no kidding.
Oh, I dated a few, and trust me, that was the biggest mistake.
It's not in our genetics, homeboy.
The only thing worse than a redhead is a true, fully blooded Italian girl. Man, they go from lovey-dovey to full mafia.
Throwing shoes at you.
Guess who in this chat's half Italian?
On a redheaded Italian, that's even worse.
Well, you know, guys, I just have no soul.
Half of me belongs to the Italian mob, half of me belongs to the Irish mob. You figure out which half.
Well, Italian.
People would take that in multiple different directions, and it's half what side brain, what's the other side.
Well, we can go ahead and tell that nose is Italian.
What was that about? Where did that come from?
Jimmy, I'm actually half Irish and half Blackfoot.
And half what?
Blackfoot.
You didn't know Jeff was Native American? You're not paying attention, Jimmy.
No.
My grandmother was 100% Blackfoot. My great-grandparents were 100% Blackfoot. My mother is literally half Irish and half Indian. My grandparent, her dad and my grandmom were doing for marriage because one was a Catholic and one was a Protestant. Going, yeah, that ain't never going to work.
That sounds like a party.
Oh, yeah. Especially being he was originally from Ireland. Well, yeah.
I'm Irish and Portuguese, so
you're just a full American dumbass.
Oh yeah.
Jimmy, I wouldn't pick on you so much if you, as I told my brother who watched this live one night, goes, why do you
I'll be right back.
Crap all the time? I said, look, it's a target-rich environment. What am I supposed to sit on my hands and shut my mouth and not say anything? He goes, you could, but I looked at him. Would you? He goes, fuck no.
Nah.
There you go.
I wouldn't either. I make fun of myself. I don't care. My boss gets pissed. I'll do something wrong at work, and I'll just be like, "God, I'm so fucking stupid. God, I should just quit." She gets pissed when I start talking bad about myself.
Just
Oh,
quit.
Marcy, I know
She
you'll
gets
love this.
mad when I do that. She don't like it.
At the time, the woman I was engaged to was living in Phoenix still, and I'm back here in the East. I went and called her, talked for a few minutes, and she said, "Well, call me when you get home. We'll do something about it." And my boss walks out. "You can't quit." I'm looking at him. I'm walking to my workstation going, if I was quitting, why the hell would I go back to my machine? Literally, the boss said, "I am not talking to you the rest of the time. Tony's on vacation." Tony gets back from vacation Monday. He goes, "What the hell did you do to get Roger never to talk to you again?" And I told Tony the whole story. Tony, this was the lead engineer, head of all the floor, goes, "Damn, I never thought to quit and freaking just walk back to my machine." The guy never talked to me again. I'm just looking at my boss going, "Yeah, I can't figure out how that one worked either." Usually if you quit, you're going out the main door, right?
Yeah. No, it's stuff from Texas 3D. I've pondered it for about a month, and I finally decided to order it. I got a big set of American Forces with a set of low-profile boggers and
He's always noisy.
a giant set of boggers with a small Mickey Thompson style wheel, little 17-inch wheel.
Hey, Dan, how you doing tonight? Jimmy's Airbrush is in the United States, but the Sluggo, this is the part that nobody warns you about with Bob. He's keeping mental notes of all the stupid shit we said, and then at some point he will use it against us in a target-rich environment.
Yep.
Bob is the ultimate sleeper sniper.
He's the only one currently in this box worse than me.
The sleeper, the sleeper sniper.
Yep.
I love it.
There's
Oh
days
my
when we
God.
bounce off each other.
Oh my God, the sleeper sniper.
Hey,
Better
Dan,
be the
welcome to
pooper
Nut
scooper.
House. Exactly, Bob.
I got another LS in here. I might put an LS in the lower.
So we call him King Ninja Bob, the silent. Yeah, there you go. He's almost a cerebral assassin. He's just sitting there outsmarting you because, well, we're just being too dumb. So
I
it
do
don't take. You're using that one happy brain cell he's got left for hanging around us. Now you're in New York, Chuck. You're the worst of all worst. You're not California. You're from New York.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's not on the correct coast to be insulted like that. That's not very nice.
If I'm putting
I'm trying, Chuck, you should come up to just outside of Burlington, Vermont for a show. Jimmy? And I will, Dan, look up a Jeff Elliott from Barry, Vermont on Facebook, and I can give you his address. Oh, no, I don't have it. Yes, I do, in an email.
I do.
Brian has it as well.
Man, you ain't gonna send me a compressor. I'll buy a compressor. I really appreciate it, but I'll buy a compressor. It's fine.
Shut up and enjoy and be happy.
No, Gary gave it to Dan, so Dan's giving it to you.
I really do appreciate it.
Now you got to go work the truck stop, pay for paint.
I ain't no shit.
I'm sorry.
Now we can call him Jimmy the Lot Lizard.
Nah, I'm classy. I'm the corner girl.
Sorry, 8 Miles full.
Oh, we heard that because Gary said he likes them 600 plus pounds proper, as Gary say. Jimmy was eating a bowl of ice cream and said, could eat a 55-gallon drum full of it. And Gary's like, oh, I can send him some 55 gallons of ice cream.
Okay, now hang on.
I'm like, that's just wrong.
Hang on. I have been eating very healthy. I've been doing good. I'm losing a little weight. Last Saturday, or whatever Saturday it was, that was my cheat day, and I said screw it, and I had a big bowl of ice cream.
Jimmy? Oh,
Since
sorry.
then, I haven't touched no shit like that.
He is, Dan, and I've got some acrylic
Spit it out,
lacquer
Jeff.
paint, lacquer paint coming from
Spit it out.
Outlaw Paint, which is, if I can't screw it up, nobody can. Still, Jimmy's going to need a little time to learn to adjust that compressor, and once he gets that. Hey, Red, how are you doing tonight, sir? Hey,
We'll just
Marty, chop. We chop dresses.
We'll just use this out on this.
God, I swear I'm going to have dementia in a few years. All the stupid shit I say.
I'm just
It'll
gonna
creep
cut
up
this.
on you, Jeff.
I'll just cut the suspension apart because I'm not
Oh,
using it.
it already is, Marcy. I can set my glasses down going, where the hell did I put them?
And they're on top of your head.
Look
Hey,
at a
Scale
little,
Rodder, how you doing tonight, sir?
look at a little pony.
I'm looking about 10 guys I've added.
Sleepy dog.
Subscribed to don't even subscribe to me. Damn. I'm feeling hurt.
You'll get over it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that moment of weakness just left my body.
See, that wasn't too difficult.
Barney Oleum.
Oh, jeez. Oh, now they're putting you in a purple bridesmaid's dress, Jimmy.
Damn, Jimmy, look at that one.
Oh my God.
There's a lot wrong with that, Edward. A lot.
Uh,
But it's funny, Marcy.
I didn't say it wasn't funny. I just said there's a lot wrong with it. You don't want to know what my brain does with those kind of statements.
He's
Good
the one that
job,
says
Chuck.
his tires were all sticky and stunk and smelled bad. So
Good. Yeah. Good job, Chuck.
Seriously, I just ate, okay?
Yeah, you missed that part. And it was Jimmy just saying something, and Bob zingered him. That's who Bob reminds me of. He's kind of a cross between Sheldon Cooper and the guy that used to run Yellowstone Ranch. What the hell? Dutton guy.
Jamie Dutton. If it's one of the Duttons, Jamie Dutton, Casey,
Oh, the father, dumbass.
John Dutton. I'm very sad how that show ended also. They ended it perfect. I was very sad it ended.
Don't forget Kevin Smith. You got to say hi to Kevin or he'll get hurt and then he'll block you.
And then swear up and down he didn't.
Yeah.
Why can't I see Jeff's comment? Oh, we were on one of Tim Brown's live, the truck show. Oh my God, Brian just piled right in on him. I'm just sitting there going, I never said any of that shit, Brian. I'm like, damn, I'm getting paid back.
Ooh.
Lewis is going, yep, I got to go to work with the normal people tomorrow. This sucks.
Yeah, I do. I'm debating whether to stay up and fiddle around with this stuff.
It's only 9 o'clock.
Or just go to bed.
Normal. What do you mean normal? What is that weird word?
That is a weird word.
Uh-oh. Yeah, you know how you block me. You know,
It's a better word if you take the vowels out. Kudos to anybody that knows what it means once you do that.
I'll be right back. Behave. I'm leaving Lewis in charge.
That's
That's my USAC. I haven't finished my USAC.
I haven't finished anything in so long. I don't know what group bills I have sitting around still.
Well, I start building and I get on a roll, and then Mr. Andrews starts building, and then he pulls me over to his side of the bench. That's why I told Brian. I said I built more than I ever have ever since Andrew started building, but that's because I'm always helping my buddy out.
Mm-hmm.
And he actually won two awards yesterday.
Cool.
I don't know if I was happier to see him win or if I was happier to win myself.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. He won that.
Friday night we went to the Braves game, and they had a fireworks show after the game, so we stayed for the fireworks show. So it got late, and then yesterday morning we took off out of here. We're an hour and a half away from the show, but we took off later than I wanted to, and I told him if we don't get there in time to sign you in, buddy, I said we're just gonna watch. And he said it's all right. He said I don't win. He said I just like to see the modelers and the vendors. I was like, all right, well that's cool. And then we got there and we got there like right as they were closing it up, and the guy that was there, he said, all right, he helped us fill out all his little paperwork, and he said, yeah, go put your stuff out on the table so they can get started. But they had started already, and I mean we were too far behind them.
It's called humanity, and sometimes it is a good thing. And Gary Parker, congratulations on 13 years of sobriety.
Hell yeah, buddy.
That's something I don't miss, alcohol. Somebody goes, why? You go home with too many big girls? I said, no, I never went home with a big girl, but I went home with a lot of good looking ones that turned out to be uglier than me.
That's hard to do.
Yeah, that was definitely one too many there, Jeff.
Yep. That's why we call them beer goggles, Marcy. That's all right. Brian started his show last night saying how I got fired for being tardy, and a few minutes into about half hour into the show, they said, Jesus, it's awful quiet without the mouth in the north here. And of course, Rick piled right in. I'm like, God damn assholes. I need some friends that are nice to me. I look, that'd make life a lot boring.
Hell, that'd be boring if everybody was nice to you.
Jimmy, for what it's worth, if you think I'm an asshole to you, you should see what I'm like in person.
I don't think you're an asshole.
Oh, I know I am.
Something.
Louis had the unfortunate pleasure of meeting me in person.
You're not bad. You're not bad at all.
Somebody's going, the only reason you behave down here is because you know you would literally get killed. I was like, no, I just pick and choose my battles, but I am a little smarter than that. Yeah, actually, Dan, I was like, Brian, where the hell is Dan? So I don't know.
So this is.
He thought you'd be the first one in line. Ooh, there we go. Let me put you up on big screen, Louis.
This is actually the goon car. Andrew's doing the goon car. I'm doing the police car for the Gotham City.
No, Louis, you need to give that the proper decals for a Chicago-based band. The Blues Brothers.
The blue. I don't think this is the right one.
No, it's not. But it'd be
Blues
fun if
Brothers
they
was a
did
Dodge
one.
Monaco
Yeah.
76.
Yeah, this is what the heck is this? I don't know. This is the Gotham City Goon Card.
Yeah. It's a Dodge. I don't think it's right here.
Does it say Dodge?
Yeah, it's based off the Monaco cop car. Blues Brothers was a 76. I think that one's a little later 70s.
Yeah, well, I'm doing this one, and Andrew's doing the Goon Car. I don't know what he did with his Goon Car, but that's what he wanted to do and take to the show. And we and then we neither one of us finished our cars.
There we go. I got a big LS fitting in my lowrider. LS swap the world, buddy.
Yeah, that's as far as Buddy's gotten.
Yep. Before I used to be able to find Marcy, and then I come up Doug. Now it comes up Doug, and now I have to trying to find Marcy. I quit.
Oh, man.
Oh well. So why'd you run away, Chuck? Oh, now he's calling Jimmy peanut butter. Oh God, that's just wrong. I wrote room for one more. How are you tonight?
You might want to read that again, Jeff.
Sleep tight, peanut butter. I know what he said. I just changed it.
How does the grill insert go on? Because it just apparently does not go on like that.
That's all right. YouTube did a friggin' wonderful thing, and on suddenly about 5 more friggin' people. I'm just, yeah. I know how to go. I know what channel to go to. I don't need to have. I'm like, this is stupid. Oh, Lewis, we got a comment here for you, sir. Somebody actually said that a couple weeks ago. They believe that you guys were going to do a Joker Goon Guard group build.
Yeah, we not necessarily agree. Well, Andrew asked me to do a build, and we put it on a video. And on the video, I think I made mention that Andrew wanted me to do the group build with him, like both of us build a car.
Father son build.
Yeah.
Daddy build.
Night
And
better.
like I said, that's as far as I've gotten on mine, but it's not that. I mean, it's not that bad. This kit is actually not that bad. It's going it goes together pretty cool. Everything's painted already. I just got to finish putting it together. But then all of a sudden, my buddy goes to a show and he comes back with different models, and he can't wait to get started on them. So right now he's working on a plane. What the heck plane is he working on? He's working on a Italy P-40 Kitty Hawk.
Yeah, that's the one he showed on Brian's last night. Was the P-40 Kitty Hawk.
Yeah, so he got started on it, and that's as far as he's gotten. And he just left it. He's pretty good. He just gets so So excited.
He sees something else shinier, and he's like, "That one."
Sluggo, there has never been a rush to build a model. Enjoy the process and have fun and do as much as you can. And don't hurt yourself. The long game will always outdo the short game.
Yeah, and I got to finish old Tom's group build, which I'm almost done. I'm stuck on whether to put a radiator, whether to put the little cooler bottle, or
Hey, Billboard. Or Chet. Jesus, Chet freaked out a lot of people. He came into Brian's live last night. They're all trying to figure out who the heck he was. I'm just sitting there going, his profile picture gives it away.
People don't look, you know that.
Well, I don't look at women anymore because, well, I'm getting sick of being slapped.
yeah, that's as far as I've gotten on Tom.
And I'm not even drooling when I do.
Well, if you're just in the chat, then the profile picture is so tiny you can't hardly see it.
Yeah.
And then people lie on profile pictures. They'll
You
put
got
a
a
pic-
fair point.
Mine's actually me with art superimposed over it. A friend made it for me.
And if you know
Eons
Marcy
ago.
and you're friends with her on Facebook, there is a picture of her there.
There's all
Not a
kinds of
big
pictures
one.
of me over there.
Yeah, I just don't have Facebook. So how the hell would I know, Joe?
No, I partake in the real stuff because, believe it or not, vape is worse than the regular one. Jimmy needs a haircut, or except for Gary said he wants to see him kind of grow out some Pippi Longstocking handles.
You know what's crazy? I just got a haircut. It used to be a lot longer. Mainly
Yeah.
what was cut was the top. I keep the top real short.
Marcy, you do understand he has no clue who Pippi Longstocking is, right?
I know who
I'm
Pippi
gonna go with
Longstocking
no.
is, goddammit.
You're
I chose to ignore it.
You're gonna have handlebar love, handlebars.
I chose to ignore
it. I should start taking some more pictures and send them to Durr.
All right, we got an LS fitting in the freewheeling Monty.
Oh, sorry to hear that, Chuck. That is the greatest enigma. You know, I know some people aren't Gundam fans. I'm not particularly, but I've always said if you get one guy out of that whole Gundam crowd to get into cars or bikes or semis, it only makes a hobby better.
No, usually they come in and somebody ends up going, "Hey, I've never built a robot before," and it goes the other way.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you know, no matter what, it's modeling. It may not be our style. It's like some people like tuner cars, some people hate them. They're at least doing something with car culture.
Or,
So,
as in
you know,
case of the first show we went to, one of them was
Yep.
wearing a skirt and walking into the woman's restroom.
car culture.
You know, it's people don't realize that. And Jimmy, I had a friend of mine who was a race car driver. I was working on his team, went to Walmart, and he went into the women's restroom by accident.
No, he was full. It was a guy in a skirt who walked into the ladies' restroom, and I heard a girl yell at him, and he left with all of them.
All right. Well, again, we're going to keep politics out of it. Please,
What
Jimmy.
that was politics. That was just wrong.
I know, Jimmy. I don't want to know about you walking into a woman's restroom anymore. I don't care what Gary says.
I thought that was a joke. A guy walks into a woman's restroom.
No,
could
that
be.
was some real shit that happened.
Was it a skirt or a kilt? See, some people don't know. Maybe it was a unisex bathroom as
Well,
No, it
no,
was a
see,
dress.
there's a way to figure it out. You look straight at him and you go, "Just how traditional are you?"
You just Crocodile Dundee grab him.
No,
No,
Marcy.
no.
Jimmy was just jealous.
Crocodile Dundee.
Hey, Redmonds, how you doing, sir? All right, let's see if we can get onto a model kit building topic. Oh Lord.
All right, we got an LS.
Tonight.
Model kits, is that what we're supposed to be talking about?
Model kits?
I got a stack of them behind me. Does that count?
The LS fits.
And a building full of them.
Oh,
Oh, let's talk about this, Lewis. I know you were itching to show it. You finally got some airtime because the son doesn't have the computer.
no, I'm trying to decide whether to do the radiator.
Oh, it's got a rating. What color you mean? Color?
No, to whether to use the radiator or no radiator.
I mean, technically, that grill is a radiator.
Redmond, no.
Well,
I'm
yeah.
thinking
Yeah, put it back. It looks good, better with it.
It looks better with it.
Yeah.
at some point I would love to get.
It gives the front end just enough completion. You know, it's not like totally closed in like it would be if you had the hood panels on and all that.
Yeah, well, this is that 25 Ford Model T.
Hey, it's a Volkswagen. It's air cooled.
Yeah, but it's actually been retrofitted with a big block Chevy 572
Oh, that's good.
with zoomies.
That sucker, Papa Willie. Goodness.
This thing will freaking twist the hell out of the chassis.
Yeah. Good
Well,
job.
so far you got 2 radiators, 1 NORAD, and so apparently we're gonna have to pull it in. I'll post it right here, right now.
I don't know if everybody can see it.
Looks really good.
Back it up a little bit. Can't see all of
Okay,
it.
and you got 5 minutes to
There
get
we
this
go.
done. So at 9:28, it ends. And Redmond,
Yeah. Much better with the radiator.
Oh,
I
yeah.
like to do that.
Yeah.
Or should I put the Hemi? This is a Chevy I've been working on, but Andrew won't let me finish it.
Really, we resorted to blaming the building, the guy the only guy that could possibly outdo Bob when it comes to building.
Yeah, well, I've been working on that, and then what was that show? AtlantaCon. At AtlantaCon, he buys me this JLRV, and he's had me building that thing. And I'm like, buddy, I said I got to finish some other stuff. He said, just as that one is pretty cool. I know you like the military stuff.
I Norm. And to answer your question, Redmond, if all goes well, I'm going to try to fly to Kentucky in September, spend some time with my good friend, go out to Hoosier Model Car Association's the September 6th show. That all depends on if we run the Oxford 250, if we get rained out, don't get rained out, and all that crap. And thank you for showing that, Lewis. Great job. But so far, we've only got 2 people thing, and the radiator's 1. In 4 minutes, you got 4 minutes left to let Lewis know.
I say just keep that front grill.
You got to put it in text.
Oh, I don't know. Let me check.
Let me see. 1 for radiator or 2 for no radiator. Edward's the only one that spoke up so far.
So if I do no radiator, what do I put up there?
The grill. Because technically on those cars, the grill was the
No,
radiator.
you put a Moon Eye tank or a keg in front of it, and that's how it does it. Yeah, Tim Brown Tim is a super cool guy.
And that's
There you
what
go.
that's what I've been toying with. I got one somewhere.
I like the keg.
And you might want to bring a chair. He's tall.
Print you up a beer keg and put on the front of it.
Yeah,
Marcy,
that's what
everybody is short. Other than James Tester, everybody is short next to Tim Brown.
Right?
Even Brian and Fred were short next to him.
How short is Tim? Or how tall is Tim?
Got to be 6'7", 6'8".
Yeah, he's
Oh,
pretty
damn,
darn
yeah.
close to 7 foot. He's a big guy.
Damn.
He's at least 6'8".
He's one of the nicest gentlemen you'll ever meet. If you really want him to like you, you just give him some real caramel candies. Yeah, he is. I mean, I mean, he did a nice. Was your voice in the Roscoe Turner video he did? Okay, so far we got 1, 2 keep, 2 do not keep.
I just
Yep.
put no for no.
2, you got 2 left. Uh-oh.
The Moon Eyes
Reno-
Close is a good idea.
You have to put the number 2 or 1. 1's to keep, 2 does not keep. Please, so it makes it a little easier for my dumb ass to keep track.
2.
But
Should've
yeah,
just
if I go
left
to
the regular bowl too.
Okay, Jimmy says 2 to no keep. Okay, Jimmy, you can only. Norm says no. Lewis,
Twice.
Lewis.
Yeah.
2 people have said. Well, technically me 3. So it's 3 to 5, and we got 1 minute left in the thing for if you're gonna leave it or not. Oh, cool. And that's the thing. Tim, when Tim does all this stuff for either the full 1-1 scale or the hobby, he does it for he does it. He's like a grown up Andrew. He does it for the pure love of the hobby.
Lewis, does Andrew have this kit?
Does
So
Andrew
it's-
have that kit? No, he does not. But he'd be going crazy because he is a Corvette. He is a Corvette finding machine.
All right, I got him. I keep forgetting to. Well, I was gonna send him. I got some Haley Deegan little cards. I was gonna send him.
Every
But
time
I've got 2. I've got 2 of these. I somehow ended up with 2. So I was like,
Lord.
I'll just hook Andrew up with that.
Payback for what Kevin Smith did to me. Look what this is being done to you, Jimmy. Okay, the bidding has stopped, and it's.
Please
literally
don't. I
five-
really don't want to
5
have
to 6
to.
with no. And Andrew, you're either the tie and vote or not tie and vote. So you got to make your mind up.
I really don't want to have to explain why if my mom and dad see that. Please, God, don't.
But you're the box from Gary actually does have road beef on it.
I swear to fucking God.
It's not in your name of your address. It's under your actual name. I'm just sitting there. I'm like, oh. You might want to track that package and get intercepted before Mom.
Yeah.
Just leave it there. As somebody said to me yesterday in person, we were talking about it, and Jimmy's taking a lot of flack for using what he does for paint.
I can only imagine.
I
can only imagine what somebody said to you in person.
No, it wasn't bad. We're talking about, yeah.
You didn't even watch.
I was messing. If Linda, trust me, my brother Doug looked at me and goes, you better stop screwing with Linda because she's going to kill you. You just got the side eye look. And I know that when I'm like, yeah, but Rue's got to go home with her, not me. Because I had a homemade chocolate candy bar I bought from my buddy. I was like, I can't have all this stuff. I don't need it. It was part of the deal I made. So I threw it to Lou, and a guy sitting next to us, and he handed it to Rue. And Linda looked at me. Rue looked at me and said, thank you. And I said, you don't have to share it with Linda. And boy, did she snap around and look at me like, keep it up.
There's a question in the chat, Jeff. Back
Oh,
up a
which
couple.
one?
There you go. That's the one.
Ooh. Do you know what motor it is? Can you, Norm, if you want, you can come in. There's more than enough room, and show it, and we'll see if somebody may have that kind of valve cover.
I know the only one that I have is in my coach kit, so I can't help this time.
Okay, Stephen. There you go. This is why I wear a cap so I don't blind everybody.
Yeah, put that back.
Yeah, Conehead.
Brian told me I could never take my hat off again. That's all right. The bastard Marcy, in a little over 4 weeks, I'll be in a full-blown suit and tie for the wedding. And I've had I can't tell you the amount. I want to see that picture. There ain't no effing way anybody's going to see me in a suit and tie other than my niece and the people at that wedding.
Yeah, and you got to shave too.
Yes. Well, shave 3/4. This side I really don't need to, thanks to radiation.
Right? Got to even it up though, you know.
Yeah, one of the radiation technicians, she looked at me being a smartass because I was always a smartass with her. Loved her to death, Katie. She goes, you know, if we aim that at somewhere else, you'll never have to manscape. I looked at her and went, son of a bitch. I'm like, I'm sitting here looking at her going,
Those texts are the best for that stuff.
Next to seniors, why should you only, Jeff, you need to date homeless girl joke? I was like, son of a bleeping bitch. Like, how come I never thought of that joke? Okay, the Malco Gasser. Is that, would the Street Freak have the same one? Because, but the problem is I de-chromed it. And by the way, for the record, Stephen, in just a few months I'll turn 60, so. But I still have more hair at my age than my dad did, and that's all that matters.
All right, so here's marked up with a keg.
All right, so by the way, you lost that. So they said no radiator. All right, we got you on big screen, sir.
Yeah, put the keg on.
You guys are doing great tonight with this modeling stuff. You got
I don't know.
21
I'm a
people.
fan of the radiator. I can't.
I like the grill, but I say put the keg in front of the grill because the grill just makes it look proper.
So put the keg in front of the grill?
Yeah, put that back on there and have the keg up front. That'd still be kind of old school.
That might work. Yeah.
That
Yeah,
would kind of
the keg
defeat the
that was-
purpose. That would
what
kind
that
of
was-
defeat the purpose, wouldn't it?
No, a lot of them did that for an extra water for cooling to cycle through.
And what that motor
Some
needs
of it was done
extra
for weight purposes.
Or the fuel tank. Yeah.
fuel tank. There you go. It just looked cool.
Good night,
Put the-
Dan, and stopping by.
You think put the grill on it with the keg still on there and see how it looks.
Well, it won't. Wait, well, it kind of. I don't think it'll kind of fit on there because I'd have to slide that motor back. Well, it might could.
You should have some room.
Yeah, well.
Not that big.
So you're like me, indecisive, and you need a little help now and then.
Well, I don't really build this kind of stuff. I just know that
There you go.
I just know
That'll
that Tom does.
See, that looks really good. I like that. But that's up to you.
Well, like I said, I'm not a big roadster kind of dude with I kind of keep everything nice and tucked in like a NASCAR.
Got to think outside the box a little bit.
Just a little bit.
I guess. Yeah, I guess I'll. But how would you plumb that out though?
You would have to plumb from, if I remember this correct, and I'm not a drag guy, so don't take this as gospel.
That's what pictures are
You
for.
would run.
Yeah, see, that's what I
you
needed.
would
I need to
run-
get
you-
pictures.
What
Yeah,
you do
get
is
some
you run it
reference
into the-
pictures.
you'd run it into the tag, run it into radiator, and the radiator back to the motor.
Back to the block.
Actually, I don't have a single NASCAR kit. No, I do have 2 kits, but they were old 70s kits.
Well, now I have an idea. I just actually I stole that cake from the '57 Chevy.
And by the way, thank you all for coming in. You can all thank Jimmy for this happening.
What did I do?
Only
I was
reason
reading
this
something,
live
sorry.
happened.
Oh,
You guys
Well, you
22 likes and 22 watching and 25 likes.
yeah. I don't like. I
Or you got 10 watching now. On cord.
Big
Here's an
motherfucker.
example, Lewis. I don't know if there's other pictures of it available.
You didn't
Oh, crap.
have to start
It
the
wouldn't let me post a link. What the fuck?
live. I just didn't. I was sitting down there not really doing much, watching Cheech and Chong up in smoke. And
Hey,
was a little curious if somebody was going on tonight or not. Besides
Oh, there it goes.
a few people.
Why is it posting me twice? I closed all the windows. That makes no
Did that
sense.
to Jimmy too.
Doing that to
Yeah,
me.
it's being fucktarded. Anyway, check that Handman fiberglass. It's a kind of like what you're doing. I don't know if they have any more pictures of it where you can actually see how it's plumbed.
I got to strip the chrome off all these pieces. I'm gonna paint all the chrome on this car gold to match the wheels.
My God, it's really that bad of a lag.
Yeah, the leg is really bad today.
Yeah.
It's not storming or anything here, which is kind of surprising that it's doing that.
Hmm.
But it looks like everything's piped underneath in that picture.
now I've seen a couple models with a keg plumbed up to the motor, but I haven't seen anything like this scenario.
You are not kidding.
Who does a lot of roadsters like that?
Tom,
Check out some of Glenn's stuff.
I don't know. Speedway Motors might have something.
I say, ask him. How would you plumb this?
I know. I put it in the chat again.
I would ask Pappy, but he'd say, "Well, you start off with a Chevelle."
Actually, I
I
think
swear.
he might have used a keg on that roadster he did.
Hey, Lewis, now you got me thinking you need to get 2. Find out what their ring size are. Make one for Vicky, you make one for Fred as marriage rings with Chevelle's on it.
Oh my God.
Oh God, Fred would definitely kill me, but after you're done laughing.
3D print him a plaque that says "King of the Chevelles."
It depends on the show you go to. Box stock means other than decals, you don't change anything.
Right out of the box.
Art-wise. But a classic plastic up in Lawrence, they have a day 2. That means you just bolted on different wheels and stuff like that. Oh, Lewis, it gets better from Kevin Smith.
At my show, that would not be considered box stock because you've replaced something.
Oh my God! Now I got to reach out to Miguel and see if he can design one, Lewis.
Oh, yeah.
It's called a puzzle ring. They already exist.
Unless he put a small intercooler on the front and hadn't lined it to go back to something under like a flat fan underneath, or
Yes.
behind the cab.
Yes, now you're going way above my pay grade now.
I'm above my pay grade too, so just ask my whole race teams.
Most shows you could probably get away with it as long as it's the same style wheel and tire, because they don't normally go through the instruction sheet. They just want to see the sheet there.
Oh, that's right. You got that show in down by you, Chuck. That's coming up.
So if it's basically the kit type wheels and they're the same style wheel and the same style tire, they're not gonna.
Lewis, read the
Thank you,
chat.
Chuck.
Chuck's comments.
Oh, I can't see the. I was looking for.
Chuck put up Chuck's comments.
I was looking for the other phone.
Yeah, I'll have to go get a box and I think I still have your address for us on my email.
Oh yeah. By the way, every time you give a kid away, exception of Lewis and Andrew and Bob, or you sell something, it goes 10% goes to Brian. If it's on my live, 5% to me, then another 10% to Brian.
Good luck with that.
I know, but I said that last night. Well, what the hell?
So it goes from the keg to the cam to the fuel pump.
Yeah.
Okay.
In other words, a mechanical fuel pump.
Yeah. Okay, I could do that.
I see even on YouTube, your comment still hasn't come up.
Yeah, YouTube's really lagging. And also, if you've got multiple tabs open, it's going to cause more of an issue too. I closed all mine down except for the StreamYard because I'm about to log out.
By the way, how's your dad doing today?
Not too bad.
That's good. We all need breathers now and then.
Yeah, I don't know. I must be a glutton for punishment. I was paying bills today and noticed a comment in my my cell phone account that they were giving free access to edX education website. And I just signed myself up for 6 classes at MIT.
Norm's on backstage there, Jeff.
Oh, so I'm sorry, Norm. For some reason, I'm not.
There we go. Hey, Norm.
I gotta go figure out.
Hey, Lindsay, how you doing?
Hey, Norm.
Hi, Lewis.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, Jimmy.
All right, let me get you on big stage so you can show that part you need.
All right, so the Monster Coach has. Oh, please focus.
Put your hand
Put
behind
your
it.
hand behind it.
There we go.
Does it have Rosso or anything on it?
It says Cobra. Well, like I said, if I can get it to.
And that's an AMT one, if I correct that model.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hang on.
What's that, a valve cover?
Yeah, so basically, yes, that is the AMT kit. It was this one here.
We put out the monsters.
Holy moly.
Yeah.
So basically, somehow one valve cover was missing, and I mean, it says Cobra on it, so I'm guessing it's a Cobra 302. I mean, the block is, it's just a small block.
Yeah. You just if you take you have a printer, don't you?
Yeah, that's why.
Couple printers. Yeah. Take your micrometer and measure those. And then go over to the websites and see if you can find just a plain cover.
Yeah, I might even have plain cover.
Or yeah, if you don't have something in a scrap box or whatever. And you
Oh,
can
no,
always add to it too. You could take some thin styrene to put the ridges in yourself if you want to go that far.
All right, I see.
I mean, you could
I
always
popped out.
look and see if you can find a file to print. There's a lot of covers on the websites.
Right.
Yeah, if I
That-
had another one, I'd totally send it to you, but I've only got the one kit.
Well, no, what
I do too.
I was hoping for people who have knowledge on massive kits because, I mean, I didn't want to bust into all my Corvette kits, but I was kind of hoping that maybe somebody knew another kit that.
Well, if it says Cobra, it's probably meant to be a Mustang.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be a Ford, wouldn't it?
Oh, is that what
I
it is?
wouldn't.
Yep.
The Ford
I've got
Cobra?
my Monster.
Yeah.
The Ford,
It says
Ford,
Cobra.
Ford,
I don't
Mustang.
think I have any more of these Cobra valve covers.
Cobra motor.
So the older Mustangs.
And same thing as Marcy.
Like
If
a
I had
little
another
like a
one,
little
I'd probably
roadster, ain't it?
valve cover.
Night Redman, you have a
Yeah.
good one.
Like one of those little roadster Cobras.
Yeah.
32 Ford Roadster.
No, like the Mustang, the Cobra, the Carroll Shelby car. But they also put the Cobra engines in a lot of Mustangs.
Yeah.
I need to get that kit, the Munsters Coach and the Dragula, because I don't know. I want to keep. I got the one in the commemorative 10.
Yeah, you don't want to open that one.
It's open, but all the parts bags, all the bags are sealed
Yeah,
up. Still.
you don't want to open
And
that one.
no, I don't want to build this. Otherwise, I would. I really do, but I don't know.
Yeah, you can get the other less fancier one. It's identical except for the way it's boxed.
Yeah, the Dragula and the Coach I want to do, but I'm not breaking up or building this 10 one. I found this at a flea market for cheap, and
Yeah, that was a good
walking
find.
walking around at the flea market, I had a dude offer me twice what I paid for it. So that kind of like, okay, maybe let's not fuck with this thing.
I'm
There
taking
is
10. How late do you want to go to, Bob? How late do you feel like staying up?
Hey, Edward.
a little while yet. A little while will be fine. But I've got to go up and make some dinner for Mom. She hasn't eaten yet, so.
All right.
Yeah, that's what I got to go do here in a minute.
Well, I'll stay till about 10:30, so at most. We'll see how it goes between 10 and 10:30.
All right, I'm gonna bail. I'll see you guys
All right.
later.
Bye,
Have a good
Mark.
one.
Night, everybody.
Good night, Marcy. So, Bob, hopefully I'll win this. It needs to be really worked, get it back to good shape, but you don't find many of these.
Just a second, Jeff. I'm looking up.
Ford Falcon.
That's not actually a 67. That's a 67 to 69. It's not a 64. Like I said, that's how rude the kids were back then. So
There, Norm, I just put in the chat a link from Colts for
Valve
a
covers.
small block V8 or small block Ford V8 with it's got two different types of valve covers in it, 24 scale.
Okay.
So you'd have to scale it down a hair, but
Yeah, I don't have a problem doing all that. I did a lot of searching, and I couldn't find anything. And I figured, oh, maybe if the guys are on, they might know a kid offhand right away. That
it says Ford Racing on the valve cover instead of Cobra, but you have two that match. That would be probably all right.
yeah,
So you could go custom with it with some Mickey Thompson valve covers. I know Matthew has some.
I mean, I'm not making it 100% because I already changed the front axle setup because I wanted the real axle and not what the kit has. The kit has a round one, and it's supposed to be a drop, like a drop axle.
Yeah.
You know,
The other valve covers are trick flows, so either way you could that.
I can always modify and put Cobra on myself, and I can do things in Fusion 360 if I have to. I was just kind of hoping for a quicker fix.
It's got it's the whole engine. I'm just trying to see how much.
It's probably $15-17 usually.
$6.50 for the download.
Oh, that's even cheaper than because usually I buy a lot of Metabos or whatever they call one of the guys.
There's like three different ones, engines in it looks like.
Is it not?
Oh, here's one. This is a free one. It's even better. This is the valve covers, the actual valve covers. Copy here.
But say you could try that Revell Shelby Cobra.
There you go.
kit.
That one. That second one I put in arm is Cobra valve covers for AMT. Dent side forward, so it's even for an AMT. So it'll be. It says Cobra 460, but
Yeah, but that should work, especially for free. Everybody likes free.
Oh yeah.
With the amount of money that I spend on Andrea's files and Matavis and one of the other guys, free ones are nice to have every now and then.
I would contact the model company to see if you can buy a replacement one.
I'm just running out of time because this is for the group build for Woody's,
Okay.
and I only got till 4th of July, and I'm close to done, but that was because that's supposed to stay chrome, which is no big deal. But the other stuff I got chromed already has got to go to gold. That's the next phase. Because I'm trying to make it as close to the real
car.
Yeah, and you know, I was hoping to maybe take this to a show as a, and I'm trying to keep it box stock. You know, I have not.
I'm pretty sure the valve covers on the Munster coach were gold.
Like the photo I got, they're not gold.
I swore they were.
They're probably gold in the kit because they just use the same screw for all the plated parts.
Well, they're chrome in the kit, but I could have sworn they were gold to match all the pipe
Everything,
coming up out of it.
everything in the kit, unfortunately, is chrome, which I don't understand why they did that. If they were following with the Munster coach theme, all that stuff should have been gold plated instead of chrome plated.
Or brass, I should say, not really gold.
Yeah, I guess you could call that a high brass shine.
Yeah, because like because I know Grandpa's Dragula was gold, but a lot of the stuff on the Munsters coach is like a brass color.
Anybody know R&B girl?
R&B? No. Howdy, R&B.
Yo, what's up? No, I don't know who that is. R&B girl. No.
Didn't know if it would have been somebody.
See, the biggest thing too, Jimmy, is there's like I don't want to say a million, but there is quite a few variances of the Munster coach out there.
Yeah, they built several of them.
Yeah, and a lot of people copied the build too afterwards. And it's really actually very hard to find. You gotta look at movie pictures, the movie scenes, in order to get an idea of really what was on that car, because even the ones in the museum aren't true to what was in the movie.
Our show.
Because I think I screwed up on, in one of the movie pictures, the very back top seat was actually black and not the velvet. But other cars show the entire and the seating anyways is all velvet. And
yeah, it was a red velvet, I thought.
Yeah, and the curtains are supposed to be gold, but in the movie they're white.
Got the LS fitting in this thing, and I got it stanced up as 3-wheeling for the Low Rider shit.
Yeah, the one I'm looking at is a replica, but yeah, it has the chrome valve covers.
That's cool, Jimmy. It looks really good.
Oh yeah, Low Rider. I got for the outside. I got some dark cherry red, and then the interior is going to be a little bit brighter of a red.
And that's kind of like the drop axle thing. I mean, I found a lot of the original pictures from, I can't think of his name now, the guy who built the car.
Barris.
Thank you. And even in that, his first design was a different axle than the axle they actually went with. So I think, because he was just throwing a bunch of parts together, a bunch of different kit, cars, the 32, whatever that is.
It was
And
it
then-
three Model A's, if I remember right, that it was made out of?
Yeah, it took three of them to stretch out and the frame.
Kevin, that's the color cranberry red for the body. And then to match the gold wheels, all the chrome on the car is also going to be gold.
I think Barris built 3 or 4 of them, and then there's tons of other replicas out there too.
Speaking of which, Jimmy, I almost sent you something. I forgot about it.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to find out, was exactly how many did Barris actually make. Because, like I said, I think I found at least 25 variants of it. If you just pull up images of the Munster coach, you're going to find a whole bunch of people that built.
Well, and then Rob
is
Zombie
perfect.
did a variant of it, which is like drag car kind of.
Well, that's why I'm building. Well, Rob Zombie, that's why I'm building this is because of Dracula, the video and the song. But in the video, they used the real Munster coach for the video take. It was only like a split couple of second scene.
Well, then he was in, it was like a short reboot of it, and Rob Zombie was in the reboot. And that Munster's coach is more of a drag car-esque.
All right, guys, we're gonna probably call this about. Yeah, we're gonna go with 10:30.
Apparently,
Oh,
what
that's
I'm
about
reading,
10 o'clock for you. It's
Barris
9:30 for me.
two.
Bob was talking. Hold on a second, Jimmy. Go ahead,
What I'm
Bob.
reading, looks like Barris actually built 2 Munster coaches. The one that was the original one was in all the TV shows and the movies, and then there was another one built unauthorized coach that his painter bought because Barris refused to buy it, and then in 2011 he built a second one because he wanted to have it again.
He wanted to have it again.
Yeah.
I think all the searching I did is I was really trying to find out who has the original, unless the movie company still owns it themselves.
No, but it says here Barris sold it.
Both of them?
Well, the other one was sold after he passed, I believe. It was in the shop when they in the Barris shop when they after he passed and they got rid of it, everything.
Yeah. He had it on display in the shop.
He sold the original one in 83,
83.
which had the oversized gas lights and different wheels and tires.
Yeah, I think
because in '84 he decided he wanted it for the Hollywood Christmas parade, so he had Dick Dean and build a second one. Dean's son Keith helped build the build. The original was restored in 2011, the new paint and stuff.
I can't see whoever Cliff is.
And then Rob Zombie has a replica.
Yeah. Like I said, I've seen a lot of replicas. But a lot of
And
them
that's what his is. It's more of a drag.
The original engine was a 289 Ford V8 from a 64.5 Mustang.
So that's where that must be where the Cobra comes from then.
High compression pistons, dome plated carburetors, a Liskey cam, and had a set of Bobby Bar racing headers. A 3-speed top loader transmission.
And that was with the eight carbs, right?
Yep.
I do too, Boston.
10. It says 10 here.
10?
That's what it says 10, but that could be a typo. Yeah, because it seems like it would be 8.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know how you get 10 on him.
I do too, Boston. I love Rob Zombie.
Yep. I grew up
Big,
on
you're a rat. Smoke y'all.
Yeah, no, it's 10.
It is 10. Yeah, it is 10.
Yeah, there's
Like
5
the reverse
across,
5 on each side.
5 on each side. Interesting. I didn't even notice that. Missed that. Yeah, because I thought I lost the top of the motor too until I was looking at the directions. I'm like, there's no like blower top for this to plug into, and that's what I was expecting. And it goes directly into the block for the kit.
Yep.
But I don't think that's true to. But I can't get any good pictures that show me the motor if there's actually a type of intake of any sort.
Again, I'm seeing. I can't hard to tell which one might be real and which one's not. The one that's obviously not. It's got a Roush air breather on top, so the actual Weber carbs are fake. A lot of the other ones look like it's just a plenum.
Yeah, I don't think anybody can sink 10 carburetors today. Nobody's smart enough.
No, it's all computer driven now.
Yeah, I mean, if you make them fake and have them just fuel injected, then yeah, you're gonna.
Okay, this is a pic. Let's see here. So I can't make it bigger though. It'd be kind of hard to tell. Let me present that.
That is in a museum.
Give me a second, Bob.
Yeah, Cliff. I think I've seen one in 2 museum shots, but again, it's like it's very hard to tell whether or not.
But the carbs, Holly makes it's a fuel injected carburetor, but it looks like an old school carburetor.
So there's just 2 plenums with it's like aluminum in between them. Let me go down and see. It's from the restoration of one of the original cars. Let's see if there's a better picture.
So it basically just bolted onto the top.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they were fake, I thought.
Yeah.
No, you can see the 10. I wish I could make it bigger. You can see the 10 fuel lines coming into the carburetors, but it's just a bracket that they sit on. And I'm assuming
they must have made their own plenum that's just dumping from each carb.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I guess that's how the AMT the kit kind of fakes it. These are mounted on 2 types of rails. It looks like. So the car.
That's what it looks like on there. It says it's Barris Custom Industries restoration of the George Barris. So it's one of the 2 that's being restored. Probably the original one because I talked about the restoration. So
there was an episode of American Pickers where they were at the Barris Museum looking at that, and they gave Barris himself on the show gave a very detailed thing about the car. So if you can find that clip from that show, it'd probably be a lot of detail.
From American Pickers, yeah, I'll definitely look that up. Thanks.
And Kevin, this is a Cadillac. This is a Cadillac that I am looking for right here.
That's nice.
Man, that's a Johan. You know that's. Gee.
Boss hog.
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking for, me, Kevin.
That's a convertible.
That's a Johan.
Yep, this is the one Jimmy's looking for.
You still have
some boss hog bullhorns.
You still have both of your kidneys.
Hold on a second, Lewis.
That might cost you one.
That might cost you one.
Or 2.
He's going to pull a couple kits out, and you'll realize why he only has one leg.
Oh my goodness!
I was gonna say because Andre's got a Cadillac convertible, but I'm not sure what year it is. I'm trying to look right now.
Jeff, you're frozen for us.
He's not there.
No, he stepped out. He went back to grab something.
Oh, I thought it was frozen.
No, Jimmy, I'm here.
Okay, I thought it was frozen. Never mind. I didn't see any movement.
All right, come on. It's a convertible one. That didn't sound good.
All good.
He's buried in plastic.
Oh, that doesn't sound good at all.
He opened the door and he was buried in Johan's.
Someone's got an overflow that needs to be taken care of.
Shit, and that's what I'm afraid is going to happen to me and Andrew in our dining room.
Andre's is a 70. Andre's file is a 70. It has to be the 68? Or you just wanting the kit for nostalgic?
I want it to build.
That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the later 78 Johan Cadillac. Promo or kit, whatever. I just want to do a Superfly Cadillac.
I printed out because I wanted
Okay, now this
the
ain't gonna get too graphic, but
Buick
Lewis,
Riviera.
Ooh. You know who did a cool one of those? That
Hotel Red.
Customs
Ooh.
dude.
no kidney removal there.
What'd you
No
do?
kidney removal there.
Oh, no scar wounds there, so you don't have to give up no
Well,
kidney.
we'll save my favorite one for last. Okay, now this kit was boxed by Johan, built by Johan, but there's an AMT version, same identical kit, just an AMT box. So I got two of these.
Oh, you bastard.
That's that car.
I'll have a second one of these before much longer.
Oldsmobile F85.
Yeah. Bob, I've got two of these. Now, one of them was built by the legendary Rick Hammore. And I'm going to take a couple parts, finish that one up.
Put Norm on the big screen.
Marlin.
Lewis is going, how many do I have to give you just to get one?
Just to
But
get
this is-
one?
This is, now, mind you, this kit was built all together there, but I'm redoing it. I'm taking it slowly apart. Never been painted.
That's
Now,
cool.
you'll think that's the 72. No, it ain't. Norm, I know you're old enough to know this.
Thanks.
Oh, tow truck.
67.
That was the first
The C
version
K10.
of this. I've got three of them now.
Is that the K10 or
It would technically be a K3500 because of dual real
Okay.
wheels, real world, but
So it'd be a
it's a
K20
it's a
technically.
C10, it's not a four-wheel drive, so. But give me
I
one.
owned a 68 step side C10 3-speed on the column.
I have a thing for 69 to 71K 1500s from GMC. And if you give me 1 second, this is my ultimate. I couldn't believe how cheap I got it.
Still going.
Billboard's build the year
I think the only old kit I have is I have the original issue from 78 of the Blackbird Trans Am.
No, Jimmy.
No,
Jimmy, you're an idiot. You don't fucking listen. I love you to death like a kid brother. There's only one real Trans Am, Bandit Trans Am. That's the 77. The 78 with them stupid goddamn Pontiac Aztec headlights. Every real Pontiac fan said that is the single most ugly fucking car in the history of the world.
Well, and I'm different because I love it. I love that car.
That's
I like
fine.
how that front end looks.
That's not the original one. So
No,
you're just
I
trying
didn't
to
say it was the Smoking the Bandit. It's the original issue of the Blackbird 78.
Yeah.
The 77 is the original one.
Yeah. This isn't a 77. Or it's a 77, but the year on it is 78 when it was produced, like the year it was made.
year it was made. Yeah.
Yeah, it has the front end you're talking about.
Yeah.
You know, that's the thing. People didn't like it because it got off the wing on it. You were correct about that.
And everything's molded in gold. No chrome, it's all gold.
This thing is an hour friggin' behind. Wow.
But yeah, it's the 77 Trans Am. But the original issue from 78 of the Blackbird kit.
Right. Yeah, because I don't think they could call it the other thing. back
They
then.
did it. They did a 79 through 81 one also,
Mm-hmm.
which was the Warbird.
And it's actually a phoenix on the hood, not a chicken.
It's a chicken.
It's a chicken.
I always called it an eagle.
The fire chicken.
They all called mine a chicken.
The burning chicken.
And if you had a turbo, it was a puking chicken.
Puking chicken. Nope. I had the nice 305 quadrajet 4-barrel. But mine was a 81 chicken.
I got this from Sean. He bought it.
No, 91 chicken.
Parked
Sorry,
back.
91 chicken.
Damn, I got this from Sean in August of 22.
I had the 70. I owned a 75 Camaro right after the split bumper.
Sean told me I better build it, and I still haven't built it.
I'm out here no more.
Based
Kind of
on
wish I could.
All right, Bob. Thank you for stopping in. We're glad you came in, and you have a good rest of your night. And we'll see you probably sometime soon.
See you, Bob.
Hey, Bob. So this was no good.
That's the only real Bandit Trans Am. So you
Yep.
see that, Jimmy? That,
Now
that
we
one
can't
was-
see it because we're reading that you had the big text in there.
the 73 was the first issue with the Phoenix on the hood.
That's Lewis. That's basically the kit. But this one's the MPC version, and like I said, it's the original from 78 of the 77 Trans Am.
This
But
is a
instead of
77.
saying Smokey and the Bandit, yeah, it's a 77
It was,
Trans Am
it was
issue date.
copyrighted. Jimmy, it was copyrighted in 78, not made though.
No, it doesn't say copyrighted. It says issues of 78. I just wrote
Jimmy,
it.
there's a website you should really look up to it, and now it's not 100%. Is
Try. I don't have the box for the kit.
look up Scalemates.
The
Billboard,
77 and
they
78 were basically identical. There was a few small differences, but
Yeah.
very few.
Oh, I thought you were leaving, Bob. I'm sorry.
Did Chrysler have a Trans Am? As far as
They
I
had
know.
a Trans Am series car.
Yeah, what was that?
The 67. through
Was it an
78.
well, they had an IROC.
Yep.
They had an IROC for a while. It was their like a Charger.
Dodge Daytona.
What's a Daytona?
To me, it was something like it was kind of like when they were competing against the Fox body.
That's what you put in a printer, isn't it, toner?
Ford toner, yeah. Well, actually, it's in a copier. Copier is a proper term for it, not a printer.
If it was a laser printer, it would have toner.
Yeah, but you can't refill it. Those are cartridges. The copy machine you can refill, and you get all that stuff all over the place.
Yeah, 79 is when I went to the ugly front end with the 4 separate headlights.
Yeah.
Which I don't mind that front end. That's what the front end is on this 8th scale. All right,
like-
yeah.
It's like they tried to copy and make it look like a beak.
Through 81 and then 82 is when I went to the changed up the whole body style.
Which I like that body style too.
My favorites when they went to the F bodies, and I like the 2002.
Yep, the Ram Air edition.
Yeah, the Ram Air with the freaking The W6 is my favorite.
Yep, with that big ass hood scoop coming all. I love that car too.
There's your information on.
Yeah, that's what it looked like.
Do you know the first IROC cars that were designed? What they were? People
I
get
don't know.
this one wrong a lot.
Ice, just an ice cube that sits still and melts.
No. Although technically, I'd probably go with that one. Nope. The first couple years of it were Porsche body cars. That's the only way they could get the foreign guys to come in and other open wheel guys to come in.
The only Johan kits I've got is this one.
Betty
64
Belvedere.
Belvedere.
Yep, that's what it was. The actual cars in Savoy.
And that one.
Well, they're not your kids. Whose kids are they, Lewis?
Oh, these are mine. That little boy has no knowledge of where these are kept.
You better hope you don't find them.
Yeah.
He'll be good.
Hopefully, he doesn't know where to see this video tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm Johan West because I'm not. I don't want
Where
to
do
have
you
that
hide
first
them?
one trying to build.
Yeah, I don't own any Johans either.
The only kind of kit like that I have is I have the Trumpeter Bonneville.
And the police car was open when I acquired it, and it has the regular glass, but it also has a vacuum formed windshield, front windshield, rear windshield, and the headlight bubbles.
There you go, Norm. There's some information for you. Johan is not the greatest kit ever made. Okay, we're gonna dispel it. It's
66 Mustang. Thanks, Cliff. I think
Wasn't Johan a company that used to make
why
promo
can't I
kits-
see it? Why can't I see anybody?
promo
named
kits for dealerships?
Yep, that's a lot of those Cadillacs.
That's how they started, and then they got into AM. Contrary to great belief, SMP was bought out because they didn't buy them for the model kits they had. Some of it was that, but the majority was because they had copyrights to do
Good
these.
night.
Yeah.
That's why MPC, AMT, Good night, Bob. All of them intertwined because they had different copyrights claims. This AMT didn't have certain cars that, and they reboxed them for each company, which kept within the law.
66.
Well,
I'm guessing.
what made Johan cool was they had some of the best body details there was. For at the time, they were cutting edge.
For the time, because if you look at them, I mean, it's well from now. I mean, I'm sure at that time you were like, "Holy crap, that's awesome!" Yeah, but the body on that Belvedere is just. I mean, I just kept this for the nostalgic purpose, you know.
The bodies are great. It's the chassis that suck.
Yeah, and look at all the flash on the chrome.
So you got it later version.
Is that flash or is that just it all bloop?
No, it's flash. It's flash.
If you ever pick up a flat box, which are bigger than that, and they're height wise they're not as tall, and you open it, there's a ton of flash. Put it down because that's not the original kit that came in that box.
Yeah, because I would think that the molds would be fairly new and they shouldn't have much flash on them.
Bingo.
Yeah, I think these molds are being pressed by.
Yeah,
by the way,
I worked injection molds for GM, and we never got flash on anything until the molds got worn out.
By the way, Boston, how is your hand doing?
I'm so high, I keep dozing off.
He really messed his hand up, but he cut his hand wide open when he was giving Jimmy a circumcision.
Wow.
Okay, now.
He hit something rubbery.
That was so small he missed.
Oh, damn.
Dun, dun, dun.
Jimmy, I have
Dang
not
it.
talked to you until just now. Over 2 hours. 3 hours.
Damn.
Jimmy, is that why you now have a knuckle?
Sorry to hear you, Boston.
Boston, I swear I'm gonna get some of that stuff my friend get me, and I'll have to drop it off if I come down $4.95. I've told the story a couple times. Bear with me for a second.
And I haven't heard $4.95 in so long.
So, you used to live in New England then?
Yes, I'm originally from Haverhill, Mass, and Salisbury, Hampton Beach.
Yeah, I know that area. I got the club I belong to it was then called NASCAR, originally called NASCAR North. But so my friend gave me this when I was going through my cancer treatment, and the chemo just really freaked me up one day. So she brought me by some weed. Now this stuff is legal in Vermont, and I'm sitting here on my bed. Literally, I'm within arm reach of munchies. Now, there's a problem when you get chemo. Certain steroids make things coming out of your backside twice the size that they should be. And I'm not trying to be graphic, but that's one of the side effects of it. I was so high from smoking a bowl, I didn't even have the ambition to reach within arm length and get the munchies because they were too far away in my mind. I was like, I literally seal the bag up the next day, call her, come get the shit. I want nothing to do with this anymore. This is
Oh no, that's good shit. As someone who used to smoke weed, that's good fucking shit.
And now a friend of mine, he races. He doesn't do a high, but he's really into cultivating marijuana. That was 2 mistake when I was again. So I'll try some adjacent stuff. It's probably not as potent. Maybe I'll help me deal with a little of the pain and a little the nausea spells I was going through. Yep, told him to come get it too. He goes, that's like 29.3% THC content. And I'm looking at him going, Christ, I had a whole dime bag, and when I was 15, it didn't have that much THC in it. Holy shit.
That's good freaking stuff, dude.
I'm just sitting here looking at him, and Jimmy, so when I told you I can get gummy bears, it can screw you up for 4 hours. Because I've never been on planes, and he goes, well, if you want, I'll give you some gummies. They'll knock you out for 4 hours. I was like, yeah, my first flight's only an hour and a half. My next one's 2 hours. I don't need to be pushed through a damn freaking goddamn airport drooling on myself.
My ex got me with those damn gummies. She's like, oh, you want to try some gummy bears? I'm like, sure, I love gummies. Yeah.
This is why I said to, I forgot who I said it to earlier. Oh, Seekanelli, is we need to get some hashish brownies for Acme.
Okay, so that's where Chet comes from? Is
Joyzy.
Bill Burr?
He went from a communist state to an over-communist state. You left the communist state for a Republican, constitutional republic state. That was a joke, people. Don't take it literally.
How dare you! God damn it!
Yes, I should get Bob. Only one person can give me help right now, Bob.
Yes, Edward, we are having some experiences with lag.
Look, I mean, literally. Oh, no. Actually, YouTube finally decided to catch up.
So talking about promos, my son-in-law's dad gave me some promos. He gave me a 90 Camaro IROC Z promo.
Cool.
It's made by Ertl.
I love IROX.
Just curbside?
Actually, yeah, curbside. It's already put together though. I guess it's what the dealer.
The dealer.
Yeah.
They be pretty put together, yeah. But you can pop them apart pretty easy.
Yeah,
I've messed with a lot of promos.
got a price tag of $60.
That's overpriced.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah,
Jimmy,
Promos like that will usually fairly go for like $10-15.
Yeah, well, I mean, on the lighter side, on the brighter side is, I was gifted these. I didn't, purchase them.
There you go.
So, I mean,
That's cool.
I also have a '78 Corvette two-tone.
That one does belong to Andrew.
What's that?
That one belongs to Andrew. Let's just get that out of the way.
And no, these are also put up in the undisclosed area of Andrew's house.
That kid can snip that plastic out. Trust me.
Oh yeah. At least that one's painted. That's nice.
And they're a white wrapper, so he doesn't know what they are.
Yeah, no pictures.
Yeah.
Their dad's pantyhose stash.
I got an '89 Camaro IROC Z.
Cool.
And he also gave me a '82 Corvette Dark Claret. Do y'all know what color the Dark Claret is?
That's the same year the Corvette I'm gonna send to Andrew is '82 Corvette.
It's
Jimmy.
purple.
Now, Jimmy, you ever seen the Smiley Face Johan promos? As bad as some of them are, I've seen them go $300 to $500.
Yeah, I'm talking like the old Ertl AMT promos.
Some of them bring good money too. If a collector has got a certain car with certain things, they got to have that to go with that actual car.
Yeah, 1-to-1. Yep.
All right, Chuck, you have a good one too.
See you, man.
All right, guys, we're gonna call this in 2 minutes.
I think the most I ever paid for a promo was $20, and it was this one. And I've done built this. It's upstairs.
And before you even ask, Jimmy, I am not substituting Tuesday night for Bob's. I tried to do that for Cliff once. I only got 8 people and 10 likes.
Yeah.
A Buick Regal.
Buick Regal.
That was a promo I picked up. I think it was $20, which is the most I've done for a promo.
So when did they actually stop doing promos?
I don't know. But I've done customized that. I did it a bright red on the outside, a dark red on the interior with some custom wheels, and put one of Senior's plates on the back. But it was a really good kit. Even for a promo, it was pretty damn detailed for a promo. I just had to, after I stripped a bunch of shit off it and primered it, I had to re-detail it, but even still. I don't even know who makes this promo. Because it doesn't say any manufacturer on it. It just says GM on it.
I mean, I was surprised. They kind of look just like they have the feel and the look on the plastic just like the Johan kid.
Kind of rubbery.
Yeah, kind of like brittle, maybe like
Brittle.
Them OBS promo kits, the plastic on them are super brittle also.
I don't know if it's just age. They just aged and dried out.
That could be. But the other promo I did was that big lifted Tahoe I've showed before, the big red one. That started out as a promo too. And I cut all the crap out of it and put a motor and a four-wheel drive frame on it.
Good night, Edward.
Good night, Edward. You have a good one. We'll see
Night,
you
Edward.
sometime.
All right, guys. Well,
Yep.
I agree.
We will call it. Thank you. Sorry I was late to the party.
Well, this was an impromptu, and you can all thank the redhead stepchild.
Hey, thank you. I got something done.
Jimmy.
Got the lowrider three-wheeling and the LS fitting under the hood.
And I got some good ideas to finish off the old Tom Rambler 69 group build. I'll have it for him on at Acme.
You going to Acme too?
Yes, sir.
Good. I hope I get to see you.
We'll be there.
All right, guys.
All right.
Night.
All right.
All right,
Good night,
man.
everybody. Thanks,
Night,
Jen.
everybody.
King Bob. I'll get those wheels to you, Jimmy.
And Lewis, we'll get in contact with each other, and I need some printing done. I know you could use the money, and I'd rather see it go to you.
That's all good. I don't really. I don't charge you guys. You be good. We'll talk. Just send me what you need. We'll hook it up. We'll take care of you. All right.
All right, bud.
Thanks.
Have a good one, and thanks for coming in and enjoying the night with us.
All right. Be good, Jeff.
All right, night, sir. Thank you, everybody, and you all have a great week, and we'll probably see some of you during the week. Thanks again. Have a good night.